When we left off, detectives in Dalton, Georgia, were still trying to answer one question. Who shot Kenneth Townsend? Kenneth had been found inside apartment number 7 suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Before he was rushed from the scene, he was only able to give officers a limited description of the person responsible. From there, the investigation widened. Detectives spoke with Kenneth's brother. They interviewed neighbors. They followed up on arguments, strange activity around the complex, and different people who had crossed paths with Kenneth in the hours before the shooting. But none of those early conversations gave investigators the answer they were looking for. Then something changed. Later that day, Stephanie Merrill told detectives that only hours before Kenneth was shot, another vehicle had been following her through Dalton. Turn after turn, the vehicle stayed with her. And when investigators began checking surveillance along the route she described, they found it, Stephanie's vehicle, and trailing behind her, a gray car. For the first time, detectives had something stronger than rumor, something they could actually track. But before they could fully turn their attention toward that mysterious vehicle, there were still pieces of Kenneth's final hours they needed to tighten down. By then, the chaos surrounding apartment number 7 had finally started to settle. The flashing lights had faded. Evidence was being processed. Witnesses had been interviewed. And detectives now had the chance to slow everything down and go back over the night with one of the people closest to Kenneth, his brother, Rodney Wilkins. Rodney had already spoken with investigators at the scene, but that first conversation happened while everything was still moving fast. His brother had just been shot. Officers were everywhere. Nobody yet knew how deep this investigation was about to go. So once things had calmed down, detectives brought Rodney into the Dalton Police Department. This time, they wanted him to sit down, take his time, and walk them through that night again. From the very beginning, camera on.
So I know that we talked over at the apartment. It's a little. This is a little bit more. I think it's a little bit easier to talk.
Yeah, it ain't as cool and windy and rainy.
Yeah. If you don't mind, just kind of go over with me again what happened, to the best of your recollection.
All right. Well, I go to bed every night about 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asleep with a mask on, and I had taken Neurotin for my leg pains and stuff like that. So I take it. So it kind of makes you kind of dazed and confused when you first wake up. I guess you could call it. I don't know what time it was, but I heard a bunch of gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking 4 or 5 maybe. Like I said, I couldn't actually, like I said, it's right out of a daze.
Mm-hmm.
And out of sleep, brother. And then I heard her brother banging on the wall. Oh, what in the world? I thought somebody ran into. I thought maybe somebody ran into the house. Then I heard him holler. I thought, okay, what? I've been shot. I've been shot. So I'm jumping up, and then my popcorn hit me. I had to go to the bathroom right quick. So I come back out and I called 911 in between, before I went to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the phone with her when I was in the bathroom. And they come back out, and then I come to the door. I'd already put my pants back on, or pants on. Went to the door and opened up a little bit to look at, but I wasn't gonna walk out there and somebody hit me.
Okay.
I thought, okay, so I opened the door and I didn't see nobody, so I walked over there. Well, I kind of scrambled over there, fast as I could go, and walked in the door, and he's laying on the floor. The bed's here.
Mm-hmm.
He's laying right here in front of the bed.
Yeah.
On his side, I think he's laying, he's looking towards the wall.
Mm-hmm.
On his left side, he's hollering, "I've been shot," and
So which way was his head facing?
the wall, towards the
Towards the door or towards your apartment?
towards the back part of the apartment.
So like his head was facing where your apartment's at? Was it
No.
pointed at your apartment?
No,
It was pointed towards.
he was a long ways with the bed,
Okay.
and his head was pointing towards his bathroom's right straight at the sink, and all that stuff. His head was pointing that way.
Okay.
You think you draw us a picture real quick
Yeah.
of where he was at when you walked in, if you don't mind?
No, I don't mind. No. I can
He's walked
show
in.
you that. Okay. You come in. Okay, you come in the door. His bed's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I ain't no good drawers.
Oh, that's fine.
It's all right.
He was laying right here.
Okay, so kind of his head was facing the door.
His head's, yeah, facing the way he's at, his head is with the door, but he's facing towards the sink and all is over here. The bathroom here, and then the sink and all is over here in the corner, and there's a closet right here. And he was facing that way, looking, towards that way.
And he was looking toward, he was laying on his left side looking towards the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So that's how I seen, that's how he was laying when I got in there,
Okay.
when I got over there.
All right, would you mind just putting your, just writing your name
Oh, yeah.
and the date on there?
And Rodney, I got a quick question for you. You said I'll take my pen here. Yeah, no problem. You said you walked in, you heard gunshots, had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's nothing against me, I go back.
It's fine, no problem. You called 911 after you went to the bathroom?
No, I called
Okay.
911 before I done anything.
Before you done anything?
Yeah,
Gotcha,
before
called
I-
911.
I
Went
sat
to-
up on the side of the bed and called 911, and,
Okay.
and then it hit me. I had to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathroom.
When you went, so you said you kind of looked out your door.
Yeah, I opened the door when I come out of the bathroom. I
Right,
come back
yes, sir.
through there. I opened the door a little bit and looked out, but I didn't see nothing.
Okay,
So I come on out
right.
and went over there to his apartment.
So that's my question. Was his door shut? Was it open? Was
His
it
door
locked,
was open.
unlocked?
His door was open.
His door was wide open.
Yeah.
Does he normally keep it wide open?
No.
During the night like
There's
that?
nobody that keeps their doors open,
Okay,
in nighttime especially.
okay. So
So,
generally his door's shut.
Yeah.
And
Same.
locked or
and
just?
locked, and locked.
Okay,
Yeah, if you go in there, if you go about anybody's apartment out
Gotcha.
through there, they keep it locked.
do you know, did you hear him have a guest or anything yesterday over there last night?
He has friends come over,
Yeah.
but they don't come over nighttime like that.
Okay,
I mean, I've not known them to come over like that. Hell, they're nothing like that.
I got you. But by the time you said you went to bed 9:30 or so, took some medication.
Yeah, I had to take a Neurontin for my leg pain.
Right. Did you hear anybody talking to him over there or anything
Once
like that?
I was like I was telling him, Tylenol knocked me out.
Well, I mean before that, before you took
No.
anything, you didn't hear anybody over there. Okay, gotcha. That's all I was wondering.
Is it, would it be normal for him to, for Kenneth to stay up until 3 or so in the morning?
Oh, that's possible. He's young, well, yeah, he sleeps a lot during the day, but he sleeps off and on. Like I said, he's got a heart condition and all that stuff, so he's kind of up and down, all during the night and all, he may sleep half a day.
So he doesn't really have like a set
Oh,
schedule
no,
on,
no,
yeah.
he don't have a set schedule.
Because I know me, like if I
I
can
go over there and I knock on his door, and if he don't
Yeah.
answer, I just go back to my apartment because I know he's asleep.
Does he work? Does he have a job?
No,
Does
he
not?
just says,
Gotcha. Okay.
in between, I know that you said when he knocked on the door, he was, or he knocked on the wall. You heard him knocking on the wall, and you could hear him. What was he saying?
he just said, help me, I've been shot.
Okay.
And that's all he would say, help me, I've been shot. And I said, I'm on my way, I'm having to get my clothes
Sure.
on and stuff, buy our pants on anyway.
Yeah. Do y'all talk through the walls pretty often?
No, we don't do that for emergencies.
Only emergencies.
Yeah, I see, because he's got a heart condition, and I got diabetes, and
Okay.
I also got sleep apnea and all that stuff. So if I got something going on with me,
You just-
we bang on the wall,
Sure, yeah.
and he comes over. If he bangs on the wall, I go.
Can y'all? Are those walls pretty thin? Like you can hear?
Yeah,
like,
it's
back-
kind of if they talk real loud, you
Yeah.
can, but other than that, you ain't very much.
So, but if somebody was having a fight over there, would you be able to hear them? Like if they were struggling with each
No.
other, and you probably wouldn't be able to hear that. All right.
How long has he been living over there
Let's
in that
see.
apartment?
I'm thinking a little over a year. It may be longer. Oh, it's over a year.
At least a year.
No, at least.
Did he ever live with anybody there, or was it always him by himself?
He's always lived by himself.
Okay.
These are what you call bachelor apartments.
Okay.
They're set up for guys.
Okay.
So
Single
you
guys.
share a bathroom with your next door neighbor and all that
okay.
stuff. So yeah, it's a bachelor called bachelor apartments.
Okay.
So, does he share a bathroom with somebody?
Yes, the guy that left to go, he went somewhere to, I think he said Ohio or someplace like that, maybe Chicago. He's been gone about 2 weeks.
Okay. Has he? You know if he's been, if he was coming back, or if he's?
I don't know. He didn't. Like I said.
Did he just go for a visit, or do you know if he moved
Well,
there?
he went up there. He's supposed to be over. He said he told Jack that he's going up there to get something about his license, getting his license straightened out, and something else. So.
Does he have a car?
Yeah.
Okay.
A silver Dodge Challenger. I guess that's what I think that's what it is.
What is what's his name?
Yeah, everybody just called him JJ.
JJ.
Yeah.
And so that would be in the apartment.
It should be apartment 8 on the other
Apartment 8.
side of him.
Okay. And what does JJ look like?
He's a black guy. He's probably my height, I guess you could say. Maybe a little shorter.
Okay.
Kind of small framed, small to medium. But all I can tell you about him, I don't, like I said, I don't associate too many people around
Sure.
there.
How long has he been living over there?
I don't know.
No. Has anybody ever had any trouble with him that you're aware of?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so so they share. So there's a bathroom in between.
Just like in my apartment, there's a bathroom in between.
Okay, so how would you be able to get to the other person's apartment through that bathroom?
Well, there's a lock on the person's door.
Okay.
Each side has got a lock on,
Mhm.
on the door. It's also, a lot of them's got a latch that you
Mhm.
hook from the inside. And then on the outside, going into the apartment, there's another latch that you hook.
Okay.
So there's a lot, unless you really kick the door, I mean, you have to.
So, but there's I think I saw the light. It's like one of the little things that lifts up and
Yeah.
drops down.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got on my room. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you hear him knocking. He says he's been shot. You open up the door. You don't see anybody. You go over there. His door is open.
Open.
Okay. So he's laying with his head facing the door. What happened? What happened after that?
Well, he said, well, by the time all this, he had the guy, one of y'all's guys was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I hadn't been in the room but just a few minutes.
Okay.
Whenever they come up, and then they started asking questions, and he said he'd been shot, and then at first he said it was in his shoulder, and then I think he said it was in his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, so I don't know. And then they asked me to step back outside.
Okay.
As far as I know, I'm over in his room, stuff like that, and I touch things. I said, you gonna find my fingerprints?
Well, I mean, that's your brother, right? I mean, you live right next to him.
Yeah, you gonna find my fingerprints over. But I don't know if I put my hand on the dresser or what while I was over. Cause like, I had to sturdy myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I understand. Yeah.
My legs. So.
Did he say anything to you about? Did you ask him who did it, or?
I didn't have time to. Because like I said, time I got over and everything like that.
The police were
They
on
were
it.
down there. That was the quickest I've seen them over in years.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. Let's see. So we had talked earlier about if there were any issues that you had noticed recently with Kenneth or anybody else. You had mentioned something about an argument earlier in the day.
Yeah, him and Ron Dalton, I'm going back to his info and stuff. Like, Ron lives in number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron and him was having an argument about his motorcycle, cranking his motorcycle. My brother's battery went out on his motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron's trying to tell me it would start, the way I understand this is what my brother told me. He said, he's always trying to tell me that my motorcycle would start without a battery in it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we got into an argument over that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because Ron don't listen.
Yeah.
Half the time. But yeah, that's basically what it's about. And like I said, it's nothing unusual. I mean, them two, like everybody else around here, they ain't no time apart one another. You know, they have a few words, but you know, they go about their business.
Okay. Was it today? What was the argument about?
About his motorcycle, on his motorcycle.
Okay, about him cranking the motorcycle, or
No, it started getting it, and he's talking about the battery. It said battery's dead.
yeah. So Ron was like, you can start it without a battery.
Yeah, you can start it without a battery. You know, and no, you can't. Anybody knows about the motorcycle car? When you gonna start one without a battery?
How would you describe the interaction between them? Like,
Oh, I mean, they cuss and argue with each other. And like I said, he did ask Ron to leave his room and stuff like that. Of course, that's the usual one. I mean, that's
you know about
all
what time this
stuff.
happened?
Oh, that was around one of the day. That was probably 4 o'clock, 3,
Okay.
somewhere along in there. Around 3:30, because I was cooking hamburgers at the time.
Okay. Did you hear anybody threaten anybody, or
No.
no? Have you ever heard Ron threaten?
Although they threaten each other and stuff like that, but you know, it's nothing that's, you know, he goes away, it's like my brother said, he just goes in one ear and out the other, you know, they don't, they don't to it. They'd be back over there and talking to each other next day.
So they didn't always argue.
No.
They'd have civil conversations.
Oh yeah, shoot, yeah.
Sometimes they just break down in an argument,
Yeah.
though, and it's like, all right, get out of here, I'm done with you,
Yeah.
whatever.
And of course, I'm not accusing anybody of, I'm not accusing Ron of this, but is this something that you would see Ron being able to do, being capable of?
No.
Do you know if Ron has a firearm?
No, I don't know if he has. I'm not for sure on that. But I know he has a knife he's been working on. But other than that, I really don't think he does.
Have you ever seen him with a gun? Or?
I think he's a convicted felon. So I don't think he's got no guns on him. Even if he does, it's illegal. But I ain't never seen him with one.
Okay.
All I've ever seen with a knife he worked on after he cuts, and he's used it for whatever with it, or whatever he does with it. He's been working on put a handle in it and stuff like that. So he's been kind of working on it.
Is there anybody in the area that you're aware of with a gun?
Yeah, it's got a BB gun.
Jack's got
yeah, he got a BB gun. No, I ain't seen nobody actually. Like I said, I don't associate too much around there with a whole lot of people. I know quite a few of them, and I've met them just around there, at that little picnic table out there and stuff. Of course, you're gonna see your neighbors up your house, stuff like that. So hi, or something like that. That's about it, mostly.
You weren't aware of your brother having a gun, owning a gun?
My brother don't have no gun.
Shouldn't, okay.
No, he don't
You never seen him with one? Or?
No, he don't
Okay.
have no gun. I ain't tell you that now, he don't have no gun.
Okay.
Is your brother? Is he? And again, we have to explore
No, you can ask any question you want to ask. I mean, that's why I'm here, to answer your question. If I can answer my question.
Do you? Are you aware of any sort of affiliations with any sort of gangs or motorcycle clubs or anything like that with him?
He don't get in nothing like that.
Okay.
He just ain't that kind of person. He likes to get out riding his motorcycle on his own and stuff like that. He don't want nobody telling him what colors he's got to wear and all that stuff. So he's.
Has he ever been affiliated with? No. Okay. Of any of the people that you've seen your brother an argument with, or that he hangs out with, or anything like that, is there anybody that you could think of that would have something against him, or have some sort of reason to attack him like this?
Not like, no. No. In fact, his friends, like I said, he's only got a few friends that comes over. And that's mostly during the daytime.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's maybe one or two, then of course Chris, he don't come over because, he asked for his uncle's truck to come over, so he don't come over. And if he does, his uncle wants to come with him, so he comes over with him.
you said he normally keeps his door locked, but if his door was unlocked or open, or somebody came in, and there wasn't any signs of forced entry in the door or something, what would you take that to mean?
He knows them.
Okay.
And back door, if he don't leave that door open.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rest of us, we don't leave our doors open.
Mm-hmm.
And especially at night, we go in, we close the door and lock it. It's just us.
Mm-hmm.
Most people around us like it.
Mm-hmm.
During the daytime, you might see the door open, and
Right.
you may not.
Right.
Like I said, like I said, nothing unusual.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody come up and they
Yeah.
knock, they have to say who they are. He has to know who it is, or he won't open that door.
Did anyone, I know you said you'd only moved in December, right?
Yeah.
You hadn't been there that long. Did anyone there, any neighbors or anybody, even your brother, mention anything about somebody firing off a gun or something, maybe this past summer, or anything like that? Nobody mentioned anything that to you, or you're not aware of anything?
No, I ain't worried about
Okay.
nothing like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
My brother wasn't no gun person.
Right. Not him necessarily.
In general,
Yeah.
He'd tell you, because like I said, he's a convicted felon.
Okay.
And
Right.
he's like, you need to take going down the road.
Yeah.
If you got something, you going down the
Yeah,
road.
that can get you in trouble if you
Yeah,
around them.
you can't be, around nothing
Right.
like that. And he kept to that, too.
But you don't remember him saying, since he'd been living there longer than you, hey, yeah, man, this past summer or something happened, or some crazy story about someone firing off a gun. Okay. I appreciate you answering that.
Oh,
like I said,
I'll answer your question. I don't mind answering. I'll answer them for you.
it's a big problem.
If I know anything, I'll tell you.
Yeah. That's something we would like to
Somebody
know.
just killed my damn brother, and I guarantee you.
Right.
You talking about helping you? I'll help you.
Right. I believe that.
So, at any time, did you see Jack go over there, or
No,
did you hear him over there?
no, I didn't hear him over either.
Did he say anything to you? Did he tell you that he went over there or anything, or?
No, he didn't, because he didn't come back over there until y'all just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Then he come back over and was talking to me, and stuff.
What did he say to you?
He said some guy hit him with a bicycle rim,
Okay.
and said his brother had been shot. He said he'd been shot. Talking about him being shot and stuff. So, but that's basically all he said. Like I said, because y'all showed up,
Yeah.
and we was standing there just talking.
Did he say that he went over there or anything like that?
He said he went over there.
What did he say about when he got attacked? Or
He said that this way, maybe the guy hit him with a bicycle rim. Said when he walked in, he didn't know if he surprised him or what, by coming back in over there. But he said the guy done and hit him with a bicycle rim and stuff, and then threw it down on the floor right there next to the door and went running out.
Was your impression that that when Jack went over there, the suspect was inside the apartment?
Yes, that was what Jack said.
Okay.
Jack said he was there.
Okay.
When he went back, when he went over there to check on him, when he went over there, he said the guy run out, and then next thing you know, he get hit with a bicycle rim.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So your impression is that when Jack went over there to see your brother, the suspect was inside and then hit him with a bicycle
Rim, yeah.
All right.
Where would you have been during all that?
Well, he actually, the guy had to go back out because Jack said he went over there and the guy run out and nearly knocked him, nearly pushed him out of the way or something. Then he come back with a bicycle rim. While he was in there, while Jack was in there, he come back in there and he started hitting with a bicycle rim.
So when Jack went over there, the guy was inside and pushed him out, ran out?
Yeah, that's the way I understood it.
Okay.
I mean, Jack can tell you more about what happened
Sure.
to him because I wasn't there.
Okay.
I mean, it's be hearsay. I don't know
Yeah.
what he done.
Would this have been while you were in your own apartment, maybe
Yes.
calling 911 or using the bathroom or
Yeah,
whatever?
I was calling 911 and stuff like that. Jack was well.
Was already in the
Yeah,
apartment?
was over there, yeah.
Okay.
Cause like I said, I didn't see Jack until Jack come back over when y'all got there.
Did you hear Jack over there at all, or you didn't hear any sort of
Commotion or
commotion
anything?
or anything?
I didn't. Like I said, them all, like I said, you know, you'd have to be pretty loud for you to hear it. I mean, anything.
Well, that's what I was going to ask is, you heard your brother obviously through you live right next door.
Yeah, he shouting. Yeah, he was
Okay.
hollering.
Is it conceivable that Jack would have heard him? Because Jack's on the other side, is on the other apartment, right?
I guarantee the guy on the phone probably heard him. Cause he was hollering
He was-
loud. I mean, he's loud. I mean,
Okay.
he's loud anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Jack could have, in your opinion, he could have heard him in his apartment.
Yes.
Which was 2 apartments from
Yeah.
your brother's. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was hollering that loud.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotcha.
and banging on the wall. I mean, when you beat on the wall, anybody next to it can hear it.
Did it sound like, I don't know how this happened quickly, did it sound like your brother was outside at any point yelling or whatever and then came back in?
No,
He was inside the whole time?
he was inside.
Okay.
That's the way I take that. I mean, he was inside. He, as far as I know, myself. Now,
Right.
I didn't see, but no, he was not outside.
Okay.
And when you came out of your apartment and you went over to your brother's apartment, the door was open or closed?
When I went over there, the door was open.
It was open. Okay.
Standing wide open. And like I said, that's, you know, for my brother, that's, you know, well, anybody running, you don't do that at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, during the daytime, you know, doors open.
Sure. I know you're focused on your brother needing help. Do you remember anything about the apartment? Was anything turned over or messed up in the apartment? You know, like knocked over? It looked like any kind of struggle that you could remember?
No, I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I was more focused on him
course.
than anything else.
Of course, no problem.
And trying, if it'd been a shooting, I'm not gonna touch nothing or
Yeah.
mess around with nothing.
I don't remember if you had to step over a lamp or something like that or
Step
anything
over
like that.
anything like that.
Okay.
If I'd had to step over a lamp, I wouldn't have been able to get in there because unless I tripped and fell over it.
Yeah, right.
Because like I said, because I can't feel my legs. And unless I'm looking at them, I ain't gonna be able to.
Does your brother, does he keep the apartment fairly tidy or?
Yeah, he's a pretty tidy person, yeah, I'd say. He don't make his bed, but.
So, yeah, I mean, he's just gonna get it back in it anyway.
I don't look at it like that. I do.
Would there, does he keep his drawers closed, or is it normal to have for drawers to be open,
It's
or
closed.
cabinets, or all that stuff?
He keeps all his stuff closed.
All of the stuff closed?
Your girlfriend comes over on weekends, she cleans his apartment for him and stuff like that, so he tries to keep it nice, you know, clean, neat and stuff like that. And stuff.
All right. Well, now, your phone. Would you mind if we've got a machine that can download the phones, like phone records and things like that? Would you have any objection to us doing that? And all it is because there's sometimes we can see patterns, or there may be some stuff that was said that we may not realize what was, you know, he may have said something to you that we didn't, you know, that didn't pick up or anything, but going back, you know, we can kind of see if anything, you know, if anything out of ordinary popped up or anything like that.
No, I don't mind.
You wouldn't mind at all
No,
for us to?
no, you go right ahead.
Okay. Do you know if Shirley is here or?
I think he's here.
Okay.
But I can find out, but
Okay.
he may be busy doing something else
Okay.
with that.
Do you, if you wouldn't mind, it may take a couple hours, it may take a day or so. I know you've got a phone, your phone at home.
Yeah.
Would you mind leaving it with us, and we can get off whatever numbers you need to get out of there?
Well, my niece and nephews is gonna be the ones that, see, I don't know if they got my home phone or not.
Okay.
So, I mean, I talk to my niece sometimes on it, and I talk to her sometimes on that, so I don't know if she's got it really.
Well, let me,
My nephew's same way.
okay, well, let me see just real quick, if we have somebody here that can do that, and it should take, it wouldn't take, I guess, too long to.
Probably not,
to
but
do that, so.
we're not as familiar with how to do that than some other detectives that are here. But we have no interest in keeping you away from your phone
Yes.
longer than it needs.
Oh, no, well,
You understand what we're saying?
Yeah.
But like he said, there may be something in there that you didn't think that's that important that may be vital to us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. So he's just gonna ask about that.
Rodney's second interview helped detectives tighten down the moments immediately surrounding the shooting. His account hadn't changed. He heard the gunfire. He heard Kenneth beating against the wall and calling for help. And when he finally made his way into apartment number 7, his brother was already wounded. But Rodney still couldn't give investigators the one thing they needed most: a name. He didn't know who had been inside Kenneth's apartment before those shots were fired. And he couldn't explain why somebody would want his brother dead. So detectives continued doing what they had been doing since the investigation began. They started looking deeper into Kenneth's life. Who knew him? Who had been around him? And what had been happening in the days leading up to his death. One of the people who came forward was a longtime friend named Lisa Long. Lisa had known Kenneth for years, but Lisa didn't come to the police department simply to talk about her friend. She came in because something had happened that morning that had made her nervous. A man she said she didn't know had contacted her on Facebook and asked one simple question: was she alone? After learning Kenneth had been shot and hearing the limited description police had been given, Lisa began wondering whether that strange message could somehow be connected. So she brought it to detectives, camera on.
Thanks for waiting, Lisa. Lisa, my first name is Matt. I'm Detective Covenant, but it's just easier to go by Matt. If you didn't call me that, that's fine. It's my understanding that you got some messages here.
Well, I got this. Well, I thought Kitty called me at 3:18 this morning, but obviously it says PM because I just heard about this morning because he's like my daddy. He's been my friend for years.
All right. When you say Kenny, you're referring to Kenneth Townsend?
Yes, the one that got shot.
Okay. All right. I got you.
I thought it was this morning, but it says PM. Okay, because he went to the doctor yesterday, and when he got out, he called and told me that everything was good. Everything was great. So. And I get a call earlier on the way to Dalton that he got shot. And then last night about 3, I get this message. But I didn't know there was any black guy involved.
Can I take photos of this?
Yes.
Okay.
He asked me if I was alone, and that was all he said, and I left it because I didn't know who he was.
Do you know this guy?
I have no idea. And they said it was a black guy that was involved, so it kind of freaked me out.
Okay.
That's all of it. That was it. He
Oh,
told me
that
to
was
take
just,
yeah,
it was
he
a
told me-
photo.
Yeah, he
Okay.
told me to take a screenshot of it.
Okay. Is there any more to the conversation?
No, that's it. Because I got kind of freaked out, because I don't know him, and it didn't dawn on me until they called me earlier, and I'm like, a black guy, and then I called that message, and I thought, well,
Do you still have this conversation on your Facebook?
I don't know. If not, I don't think so.
Can you see if you can try pulling it up
Let's
for me?
see.
And Lisa, well, I got you here. It says LISA,
Yes, sir.
LONG.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's your birthday, ma'am? So, I'm going to take some photos here real quick, and then do you have a few minutes for some questions?
Yeah, just got my grandmother's in the car with my
Okay.
daughter.
Okay, so your daughter's down there?
Yeah. So we didn't have a clue any of this went down on the way to Dalton a while ago.
Okay.
So sad.
And that was it for that?
Yep,
right
that's
there?
it on that.
Okay. Lisa, what's your current address? All right. So you've known Kenneth for
God, for I guess 20 years.
Okay.
I used to date
How
his
y'all
son
live?
back
Oh, you
way
s-
back in the day.
Okay.
And we've been close ever since.
Okay.
Like,
all right. I got you. And
he's
do you
been
know where Kenneth lives?
Yes, I was just over there not yesterday, but the day before, checking on him because he thought he had cancer or whatever, and he wasn't breathing well. And
Okay. And tell me what you know about what happened.
I
guess
don't.
last night.
Somebody just called and told me that I'd hear about Kenny, and I said, no, what happened? And they said somebody broke in and killed him last night. And I'm like, really? So, but
Who called you and told you that?
Jen, some girl named Jennifer. Jen, I don't know her last name.
Jennifer?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what she looks like?
She's just a kind of heavier set, a little taller than I am, and black-headed.
Okay.
Um,
So what time? So Jennifer calls you and tells you.
They asked me if I heard about Kenny, and
Mhm.
I said no. Why? What happened? And she said, well, somebody had broke in and killed him last night. And I'm like, really? Or this morning, whatever. And I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? And I thought they was just tripping, you know, like telling me, just joking with me. And I said, no, joke with me like that, because you know that's like my daddy really.
Okay.
And
So Jennifer tells you somebody broke into Kenny's house.
that she heard that somebody broke in.
She
So I
heard
said,
it.
Yeah.
So did she say she was there?
No, she wasn't there. She
Did
said
she
she
say
was
how-
there yesterday now,
Uh-huh.
sometime yesterday to stop by and check on him. Now, I don't know,
Okay.
you know. in the
How
midst
did she tell you how she found out?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She didn't.
But she knew somebody broke into his house.
Yeah, she said she had heard that somebody broke in over there and shot him, so I don't know. I don't.
All right. And what time did you get a call from Jennifer about?
It was right on the way to Dalton over there. Let's see. It's got me on. I'm like I'm dreaming or something. I can't believe it's real. Let's see. It was at 12:20.
This morning? Or
Mhm.
I'm sorry, like right after the.
Yeah,
Right
me and
after
my
lunch.
Yeah, me and my daughter was headed to Dalton
Mhm.
at 12:20, and then I stopped by there a while ago to, you know, just ask. Matt
So just what? Just an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to go, of course, by her car and stuff, but.
All right. Did Jennifer call you from a number?
She called me from somebody's phone that she was borrowing.
Do you know whose phone that
That
was?
was Mark Rice's phone.
Mark what?
Rice.
Where's Mark stay at?
I have no idea. In Chatsworth, I don't know of.
Okay.
I don't know
Mark
exactly.
Rice, like R-I-C-E?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was just borrowing his phone, I reckon. Or she
All
said
right.
it was his phone.
What's that phone number?
706-299-3651.
3651?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you friends with Jennifer on social media?
No.
You're
no,
not?
No.
If I were to show
Well,
you.
I know her from Kenny's, you know, like met her over there a time or
Yeah.
two, but other than that, I don't know her as far as, you know, personal, whatever like that.
Mhm.
But they said, she said she was over there yesterday and checking on him or whatever, but,
Yeah.
let's just don't make no sense.
Do you know? You recognize this girl at all?
That's her.
When you say her, you mean
That's Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay.
And her and Kenny wasn't, that's to my knowledge, last I talked to Kenny about her. I don't think they were gonna get terms.
So tell me about Jennifer and Kenny's relationship with each
That's
other.
what I was saying the last time
Yeah.
I asked him, you know, about her, and he's like, he didn't really want to talk about it, like they had some kind of, you know, something going on somewhere.
Mhm.
But I didn't really dig into it because it was none of my business.
Okay. So did they used to date, I guess, or?
I always thought maybe they, you know, had something going on at one time, but he told me no, and he don't never lie to me about anything, or hasn't that I know of.
I got you. And how often was it common for you to talk to Jennifer?
Not regularly, no.
Okay.
No.
I got you. So this is out of the blue.
Like, that her calling me, like, the last couple, let's say about a week or about a month or so, I met her and hung out, you know, not really hung out with her, but seen her, like, here and there, you know,
Yes,
and
sir.
talked to her, and, she's really no good, to be honest with you, and, it's kind of got me worried about her.
So this Dwayne guy, okay, he hit you up at, looks like,
Whatever time it was on there.
he hit you up at 3:23 or 3:05 in the morning.
Yes.
Well, he first tries to hit you up at just after midnight.
Right, and then I was asleep, and then when I woke up, it was raining, and he said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm listening to it raining. When he said, are you alone? That freaked me out, you know? And so I just left it, but then this morning, whenever she calls, and then I recall back to that message, it kind of got me.
Okay. And how do you know Dwayne?
I don't know him, period.
Okay.
That's what's freaking me out when they said a black guy, you know what I'm saying, that was involved in this, and I don't even know this guy. And then, you know, Kenny got shocked till she called me.
Well, who said that there was a black guy that was involved in it?
She did, Jen did.
Jennifer
Uh-huh.
did? Okay. And so, and to help out Kenny, I'm gonna ask some like really tough questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, because we're all not saints on this planet or anything like
Right.
that, but when we have something like this, it's like a puzzle, and we have to fill in as many
Right.
pieces, and one of the biggest pieces is why.
Yeah.
Right, what is somebody into that may have contributed to why this happened, or stuff like that, okay? And it's just one of those things that I know you're going to sit in here and you're going to tell us the truth about it.
Right,
today.
yeah, because I want them to find out who he died, because,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying, that's my dad, that's
Yeah.
my adopted dad.
Okay. What was Kenny into?
As far as I know of, not really, nothing I know. He never went nowhere that I know of much. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a ride, and I come to him mostly to, check on him. But as far as that, I don't really truly know that much.
Let me pose it to you this way. Kenny had a lot of people that he would hang out with or associate with, right? And
Yes.
come and go from his apartment.
Yes.
And he had lived in that apartment for
Yes.
years, right?
For, well, a few years, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how long he's been there, but.
So there were some other things as far as, did you know that Kenny would do dope?
Yes, I knew he'd done it from time to time, but I thought that there at the end, he was doing good because his health was going down.
Would people do dope over his place?
Not that I know of. Not really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And this isn't like to get
not
people
to get killed.
in trouble.
Not,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Okay. All right. Did Kenny ever have? Did Kenny ever sell out of his place?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't have any clue on that.
Okay. Did Kenny, and you said you know Kenny?
No, I do know you in the past. He's been like got in trouble or whatever, or whatever, anything
Right.
like that. But as far as that, I don't know. I try not to get, you know what I'm saying, like that deep in his, I guess, in his business. But
you mentioned kind of earlier you were surprised that it was a black guy.
well, I was surprised whenever they told me that it was a black guy once I got this message, because that kind of stunned me. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that message last night, but I didn't know he was passed. You know, all this was going on.
Okay. All right.
And then when she called me and I told my daughter, I said, well, wait a minute, because I think I got a message from some dude last night. I don't have a clue who he is, and he's black, and she's saying that there's a black guy involved in that. So why would she call me out of everybody that I know and tell me that he's, got shot or whatever, when I don't talk to her on a daily basis? That makes sense?
So you don't know Dwayne from anybody
I have
else
no
in this
idea.
world, and nothing like that?
Nothing, I didn't know.
And this is your first time talking to him?
Yes.
I guess because people are going to ask a question, right? Because we see the messages,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And, somebody you don't know hits you up on Messenger, right?
Yes.
And just out of the blue, just starts talking to you.
Yeah, just out of the blue. So you can see where he tries to say hi, hey, and then.
Yeah. Okay, 3 a.m. And so you respond back, hey, right? And he instantly is, what's up, gorgeous?
Yeah, and I like sitting and listening to it rain because I just woke up and it was storming, at my dad's, and of course I got a reason why to him, and he said, "Are you alone?" And that flipped me out. I kind of just left it at that.
Okay. There's a missed call as well, or?
No.
Okay.
See, I thought Kenny called me at 3:18, but that must have been yesterday when he got out of the doctor's office. But with this going on, I was thinking, well, maybe he called me last night because I was tripping out because, that's, you get shocked when you hear some news like this. Like, you can't believe it.
Okay.
I didn't, and, well, listen to this, though. I went by a while ago and checked with Matt's mom, which is the only lady that lives in that apartment.
Okay.
She said that she heard a black guy outside her window last night and a white girl. The guy that lives right next door to her, which has no legs,
Okay.
there was a big altercation going on in his apartment. She said she was going to tell him just to be quiet because she was getting on her nerves and they need to drop down. And she said that was the same guy that she thinks might have had something to do with it. But that guy saying that's in the apartment told her that he don't remember who was in his apartment.
Okay.
So other than that, I don't have a clue.
All right.
I don't know. But she said they left a pocketbook and some shoes. She asked me if it was mine. I said, heck no, it ain't my pocketbook or my shoes. I mean, why would I want to leave my purse and my shoes?
So, the other thing too is this: has Kenny ever expressed to you he's had problems with somebody?
No, that's the one thing that was shocking me because when I was over there the other day, I asked him, I said, Kenny, if you got cancer and you think it's real bad, I said, do you think that you're ready to go if the Lord was to call you? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Other than that, no. He never said anything out of the ordinary. It's like he's changed in the last little bit. Like wasn't the same to me.
Okay.
In the good to me, but some people don't like other people.
Did he tell you maybe he owed some people some money or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. Has he ever given your number or your social media out to guys in the past before?
Have I or has he?
Has he?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. And your account is, I'm assuming, like everybody else's, is private, right? Like, if I were to just search your Facebook account, it would just pull up just a few things, and
I have
you
no
don't know?
idea.
Okay.
I mean, I can check and say, but
No. Well, what I'm getting at is how would Dwayne know to contact you, like look you up, find you,
See,
and
that's what I'm saying.
contact you?
Yeah. Which I have a lot of friends on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've got different friends, and there's different people that tries to message, you know how Facebook is. They always want to hook up with you, but it's just no good for me. But that just blows my mind without what she says, and then I look back and I'm thinking, you text me asking me if I'm alone, I don't know you, and then Jen calls and tells me that he's been, you know, found or shot, whatever, and I'm thinking, that don't make no sense.
And you've never known Kenny to talk to somebody like that before?
Never.
Okay. Do you know if Kenny hangs out with any other like black guys at all?
Not that I'm aware of. The only black guy I know that I've ever seen in that area was the guy that lives right here, but he's not in town, they said.
The guy that lives
And
next
he's
door?
never been no trouble that I've ever known of.
I got you. JJ?
I guess. He's
Okay.
always been, you know, the quietest one in the neighborhood there.
Okay. Like I said, it's a puzzle, right? So we get tons of pieces, and we need to see if that
Right,
fits for
right.
this puzzle, or if it fits for, if it doesn't fit for the puzzle. And we're just trying to put all these pieces together to create the best picture possible, right?
Because I want y'all to find him, whoever done it, because Kenny never hardly went anywhere that I know of. You know.
Has anybody else text you last night during that time?
No.
Okay.
No, you know, no ordinary stuff, you know,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of.
I got you. Do you care to show me the rest of like just the overall thing of your messages there?
It's the people checking them, you know, that's my significant other, and that's him, of course, but other than that, that's it. That's
it.
Yeah. Because I got messages from here from a
Oh
long
yeah,
time
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
but,
I
you
mean,
know,
I know they're older and stuff. I was just
That's
trying
it.
to see if
people just texting, you know.
has
about
anybody
him.
said anything. And what's Kenny's like? How are you most likely contacting Kenny? Or how would you have contacted? Through Facebook or through?
The phone or Facebook.
What was his phone number?
Oh Lord, let me see.
Okay.
I had to factory reset my phone. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I locked myself out by accident.
Oh no.
It's in my pocket and I lost just about everything in it. Let's see. I tried to get it back through Google, but you know how that works.
You know Kenny has social media.
He
Right.
does.
What's the one you usually communicate with him on?
That's my daughter. Can I answer it and let her know we're still busy talking?
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, listen, I'm still in here. I'll have to call you back in just a second. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be out there in just a minute, babe. She's got 2 toddlers in the car.
Oh gosh.
Yes, she's got her hands full. Let's
Ugh.
see. I know it's under Kenny Townsend, and he's got like a motorcycle, I think, is on it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Does he have any other social media?
Not that I'm aware of. No. I don't think so. I know his son, his daughter, I know everybody, you know, in his family, but
Yeah, for sure.
just doesn't make any sense. I know I've got his number on his phone.
Do you know Kenny currently has a girlfriend or anybody?
He does, Julie. Her name is Julie.
Julie?
Julie, what is her last name? Mulkey.
M-U-L-K-E-Y.
And she's the one that's hanging on his wall, like there's a picture of a female
Okay.
and his grandkids, and of course the kids.
Is Julie from here or
She's from Chatsworth.
Okay, she's from Chatsworth. Do you know where Julie works there?
I have nothing, no information, I just know her name and her picture because it was there and he told me about it. Other than that, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Let me step out here for just a second, make sure I'm not forgetting anything else,
Okay.
and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. The only thing that I can think of 2 things. Okay, real quick. So, can you show me where she called you from? Jennifer called you from Mark's phone. Okay. Have you talked to Mark or called him back since that? Obviously you haven't, because that's...
Other than when they get a missed call and I didn't know the number, of course, when I don't know the
Yeah, you
number,
call back.
other than that, no.
Okay. Can you call that number back for me right now? Do you mind putting it on speaker?
Well, they know I'm over here though, because I don't want them to think I'm over here.
Well, we need to talk to Jennifer. And Jennifer's out ducking and dodging, and she's got answers to this
But they're gonna know I'm not.
Let's go on
You
more.
know what I'm saying? If she's not, so I don't want to be in my life on the line. Does that make sense?
Well, I got you.
I'll give you the number though.
Well, you give me the 299-365.
Or can I block my number?
Yeah, you can hit *67.
Okay. I don't have to do all that. Cause I don't really feel too enough around her anyway.
Tell her the police, you know, hey, look, we need you to talk. Okay.
So I need to call and tell her that?
Do you have the number?
Yeah, I got the number. I'm just scared because I don't. I'm life on the line because of some stupid girl. Does that make sense?
I mean, I think she knows more about it.
I do too. That's why I came to y'all because that doesn't make sense. Because her and Kenny was not having good, because he didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, really discuss it, and he didn't, the way he come off with it was just no good. And I said, you know, let's leave it at that because I don't want
What about if you message that number?
to. Mark will answer me back because, you know, Mark is a friend of mine, but
Do you think Mark is still with Jennifer?
probably not because he's probably at work at Babs. He works at Babs Body Shop in Chatsworth.
He works at Babs,
Uh-huh.
right there on 411?
Yes, he's been on for 20 years, I guess.
Mhm.
And he would have been on lunch break if they told me, you know, around that time.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying. I mean, I want y'all to find who did this, but I'm kind of.
Yeah, but she's kind of like a key piece, and it's like, this would really help us towards really getting, you know, find out who did this to him.
Do you see what I'm saying though? Because I'm afraid, like, if she is involved in this, then what?
If she is involved in it?
Yeah, like.
I mean, she needs to come to talk to us either way.
Right, but I'm
Right?
saying though, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if she is, then she think I'm over here saying like, so and so, then that makes sense.
I got you. All right.
I mean, I wouldn't care to, but I have grandbabies and. But I can, when I get back, I can tell her, you know, they're trying to get everybody they can to invest, you know,
Where's-
to talk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where she lives at though.
Where's she live at?
Okay, you know where Piney Hill Road is?
On Piney Hill Road.
Chatsworth, Georgia.
Yep.
Okay, do you know where, look up Dale Manus and you'll find it.
She
lives
stays with Dale Manus?
in his old place, yes.
Right place?
That's it. That'd be it.
Just have one more second, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, last question and we're done.
Mhm.
Okay? So, how do you keep your shoes so white? I'm just kidding. That
I
wasn't
just
the last
bought them.
question. That wasn't the last. If she is not at Dale's place, where else would she be?
I have no idea.
Okay. Anybody else you would hide out with out that way or associate with?
Not that I'm aware of. Like,
Okay.
I don't really know.
But you know for sure, like that's.
She lives there.
She lives at Dale's place.
She lives there.
Okay.
She does live there, yes.
All right. She don't work nowhere, nothing like that. Okay.
Like I said, I don't think she's good.
Yeah, and the best place, like the best shot, and like for us to contact her would be.
If it's not there, then she would be at Mark's place, because that's who was on the phone, and he lives at Echo Hotel, but the last I heard, I don't know where he
At
lives
Mark
now.
Rice's place.
Uh-huh.
Okay, where's
No,
that?
he used to stay at Adco, I don't know, you know what I'm saying now, but that's where he used to stay at.
You used to live at Adco.
But he works at Babs, like I said, he works at Babs Record Service. See, Kenny just took pictures the other day over there, like cutting up, goofing off, nothing out of the ordinary, like.
Yeah. But you know, you have that hunch, kind of like we do, that you think Jennifer knows more than she let on
I
to.
do, I really feel that.
And why do you feel that?
I don't know, I just, the way he come off with her, you know, the other day, like, when I asked if that, she had been on with Steve, and he was like, you know, he didn't wanna, just something, his vibe towards her was no good to, like, I don't know how to explain it really.
So he didn't really like being around her?
I think they had an altercation, if I'm not mistaken, by the way he acted, like he didn't really want to discuss anything about Jennifer.
But did he ever tell you that they had an altercation?
No, but I could tell, because used to she'd hang out there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he would never feel that way towards her. Like, or any day when I asked if she been by check on you, he said, no, not yet, or whatever. But when I asked the other day, it was like, I just left it at that because I knew the vibe wasn't good. You see what I'm saying? Like, things wasn't on path with that for some reason. I don't know. I just don't feel right about the situation with her for some reason.
Fair enough.
And you know, her boyfriend's Matt. Is the one, the mama that said they left the shoes in purse, whatever, in front of her door. Okay, that's her boyfriend's mama.
That's her boyfriend's mom?
Yeah.
And his name is what?
Matt Miller.
So Jennifer's boyfriend is Matt Miller?
Mm-hmm.
You know where he stays at?
He's locked up.
He's locked up.
Last I heard. Some kind of DRC, so I don't know how, I've never been in trouble in my life, so I don't have a clue, but as far as that, but, that don't make no sense why they would be in front of her door.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you. All right, if you hear anything more, holler back at us.
I will.
And the best way to reach you back, if I need, like, if I have any more follow-up questions or
Is
other
that number?
the
Yes.
phone number right there. Okay.
yes, I hope y'all find it.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'll leave
It's
it.
a big help.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
thank you.
How do I get back out here?
Okay, you can either take the stairs or the elevator right there. I'll take you back downstairs.
Lisa Long had come to detectives because of a strange message she received online. After learning Kenneth had been shot, Lisa wondered whether the man who contacted her might somehow be connected. Detectives listened to what she had to say. But as the interview continued, their questions began moving in a different direction. They seemed less interested in Lisa's theory about the unknown man, and more interested in understanding Kenneth's life. Who was spending time around him? Who had been coming and going from apartment number 7? What Kenneth may have been involved in, and whether anything happening in his personal life could help explain why somebody would want him dead. Then another name came up, Jennifer Lenore, and if that name sounds familiar, it should. Earlier in the investigation, Kenneth's neighbor Connie Abbott had already told detectives about a woman named Jennifer who frequently came around the apartment complex. Connie also said a purse and a pair of shoes she believed belonged to Jennifer had been left outside her apartment for roughly 2 days. Now Jennifer's name was coming up again. This time, Lisa told detectives that Jennifer was the person who called her and told her Kenneth had been killed. That got the detectives' attention, because now investigators wanted to know more about Jennifer's relationship with Kenneth, when she had last been around him, and what she might know about the hours leading up to the shooting. At the same time, detectives were beginning to ask a much broader question. What exactly was going on in Kenneth Townsend's life before somebody opened fire inside apartment number 7? And while investigators were inside the police department trying to answer that question, word of the shooting was already beginning to spread outside of it. People who lived and worked around the area were hearing that someone had been shot, but they weren't hearing much else, and for at least one man who worked nearby. That wasn't good enough. He had no known connection to Kenneth. He wasn't calling with a tip. He wasn't claiming to know who pulled the trigger. He simply wanted to know whether the person responsible had been caught, because if they hadn't, he felt like the people in that area deserved to know. And when he called the Dalton Police Department looking for an answer, he was a little more persistent than whoever answered the phone was probably expecting.
This Pat.
Pat, hey, listen, I'm at work right now, and I heard they were shooting over on 7th Street last night. Were they?
I'm not familiar. I can let you speak with an officer that may have worked, that may have been out there.
I heard there was a shooting and the guy was on the run. If there's somebody out there on the run, I'd like to know about it. You know, I used to get those alerts on my phone.
Okay, and what is your name?
Gary Haynes.
Gary Haynes?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a callback number for you, Gary?
Yeah.
And is that a 706 area code?
Yeah. I just want to know if they're shooting. If they were fake, I heard the guy ran that did the shooting. If they caught him, I need to know, you know. Everybody should, I guess.
Okay, hang on for me just a second, okay?
Okay.
Just stay near your phone then and we'll have somebody call you, okay?
All right. Hello?
Hey, is this Gary?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, this is dispatch for the Dalton City Police Department. Hang on 1 second, I'm going to link you up with Lieutenant Lowry, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Gary, you're linked up. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, Gary, this is Sergeant Lowry, Dalton Police Department. How can I help you, sir?
Hey, did y'all have I work right down the street here. I'm at work right now. Did y'all have a shooting over here on Selby Street last night or this morning?
Yes, sir, we did. I'm pretty sure we've had it in the media and everywhere else.
Oh, a security guard was telling me about it just a few minutes ago, and I normally get those, those Amber alerts on the phone, but did y'all catch the guy that did the shooting?
Well, that's something we're not willing to release right now, sir.
Well, you know, if there's a shooter running around out there, I can call my wife. Well, she keeps the doors locked anyway. Don't the community should know that?
Well, sir, we haven't released anything about an arrest, so you can rest assured that we've not caught who we're looking for yet. How about that?
Okay. That's fine. That's all I need to know then. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
March 31st, 12:55 p.m. Be speaking with Rodney. Okay, Mary. Detective Robinson.
This is Rodney Wilkins. I was wondering about how much more longer they're going to be processing my apartment over there.
I'm not 100% sure. They're working on. I know that they're working on it right now. So it takes a little bit of time to recover to recover all that's to find the path and then recover everything that's in there. So let me.
I ain't had my medication down there for my diabetes or nothing. It's down there.
Okay. Let me get. I've got your phone number. It's 1124. The last. It's your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, just real quick while I got you on the phone, do you have Kenneth's cell phone number?
Yeah. Hang on. I can get it if you pull me up there. Yeah, like here. My brother says he's looking at that.
Okay.
702.
Okay.
352.
Okay.
8208. 8208.
Alrighty. And just real quick, also, whenever you called me earlier about the girl that worked at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Do you don't happen to remember her name at all, do you?
Okay, I'm thinking my brother told me it was Casey.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm thinking that's what he told me. I'm not good at names now.
No, that matches what I got. So I just wanted to make sure we're talking about the same person.
All right, yeah, that'd be easy.
Okay, all right, sir. I thank you very much, and we'll give you a call back as soon as we get finished. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
As detectives began working through the evidence collected in the case, one of the first things they turned their attention to was Kenneth Townsend's phone. Investigators began downloading and reviewing the data stored on the device, looking through calls, messages, social media activity, and anything else that might help them reconstruct Kenneth's final hours. And during that process, they came across something that immediately stood out. Kenneth had been communicating through Facebook Messenger with a woman named Amanda Griggs shortly before he was shot. The timing alone made the conversation important, but detectives also noticed something else. Some of Amanda's messages in that conversation had been deleted. Investigators didn't yet know why, and because those messages had been exchanged so close to the time Kenneth was killed, they wanted to hear directly from Amanda. So detectives brought her into the Dalton Police Department, hoping she could help fill in another piece of Kenneth Townsend's final night.
So, again, I'm Detective Connick. My first name's Matt, if that's easier to go by. Okay. This is Detective Williams right here. Much easier last name.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of stuck on that one, trying to get the dispatch person to understand what I say.
It's all good.
Like, I don't know.
It's okay. Real quick, some easy, and again, thanks for coming in. Some easy questions here to start out with. Amanda is what, AM?
A-N-D-A.
Okay. You have a middle name?
K.
Like?
K-A-Y.
No E, huh? Okay. And then G-R-I?
G-R-I-G-G-S.
Okay. All right. And your birthday? Where are you living at now?
kind of here and there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was staying with my parents and them, and it's just crowded, and everybody gets on everybody's nerves, eventually bumping elbows, and so I'm trying to find something. It's just a matter of finding somewhere that I can afford.
Yeah, because that's what they were even explaining today too, is that you weren't really staying with them, but the dogs were there with pretty dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah, I should be somewhere within the next couple of days.
Where do you think you're going to? If you're,
Like, I'm looking like right here locally. I want to stay like close to my family. I've got no reasons to go nowhere. I wanted to stay, but.
And the phone number, the 762 number?
It's my friend's number.
Okay.
I have one, but I don't have any time on it, and I'm not sure exactly when I will, so that'd be the best way to get
Best way
hold
to
of
get a hold of you.
Mhm.
So is that 762? You know, before we get started with this and everything, and I know, I talked to you, you need to be a witness to what it is that we're investigating here today. I want you to be able to come in here and tell the truth, okay?
Absolutely.
Right, because one of the biggest things, what we're working here, right, the biggest and easiest way to get in trouble is,
Telling lies or
yes,
fluctuate the truth
Right.
or whatever.
And-
I don't know what you mean.
yeah, half-truths even,
Mm-hmm.
lies and stuff like that. So we want you to be honest because honestly, it's one of these things that we're trying to really fill a bigger piece to another bigger puzzle, okay?
Sure.
And we know you know some of those answers and also some of the questions that we're going to ask today.
Mm-hmm.
We have the answers too, so I want to gauge whether you're going to, when I ask these questions, whether you're telling the truth to me or not.
Sure.
Okay? So I want you to be able to do that, all right? Everything. So with that being said, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, why do you think that we've called you here?
I'm not 100% sure.
Throw something out there.
I know one of my buddies got killed from my understandings of other people calling me here and there. Hey, did you know this? Did you know that? What are you talking about?
Okay. And who's when you say one of your buddies, who's your buddy?
His name is Kenneth Townsend.
Okay. All right. And what do we know about all that?
That's all. Basically, all I know. I don't know like how it happened, who did it, when it happened, or what.
Okay. All right. How long have you known Kenneth for?
I'd say since about the end of 2018, early 19 till now.
Okay. And what would you describe your relationship with Kenneth as?
He was my buddy.
Okay.
Gosh, that's gonna make me cry. I have those bouts today where every time I think of him, I want to smack something, he's like my granddaddy, uncle, dad, brother type person, just somebody I could talk to about. Didn't have nowhere to go. He'd always let me come over for a while, or he'd help me out, or give me something to eat if I needed something to eat. He was just my buddy. He was my friend.
Okay. And with that, how often would you two, say, communicate, or
Every day, pretty much.
Every day?
Sometimes not like every single day, but it was pretty much an everyday thing.
But there's always a constant dialogue?
Sometimes there would be a gap, like maybe a day or 2 days at the max. But other than that, we would say hey to each other or something just to check up on him. I've been checking up on him a little extra more now because he had a heart attack, and he told me about that, and that about scared me to death. And so I'd go over there and check on him or call him up or whatever and check on him just to see how he was feeling, if he's okay or if he needed anything from the store or whatever.
Yeah. And so with that, how would you communicate with him? Because I know you just mentioned that you don't really have, a good phone, a stable phone situation.
Just borrow somebody's phone or whatever.
And would you call them? Would you text them? Would you
kind of some of both.
social media, anything like that?
Like through messengers and text messages or stuff like that.
Okay. So when you say messenger, you mean like Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When is the last time that you actually talked to him?
Last night.
Okay.
Or, well, I guess it would be this morning. I always call it night because it's still dark outside. But
Okay. When you say last night, what time would you?
The last I heard from him was about, probably around 2-ish, maybe.
2 in the morning?
2 in the morning, something like
Okay.
that. Between 1:30 to, say 1:30 to 2:30. I'm not sure exactly what time frame within that hour, but something within there,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. And what was the gist of that conversation about?
I was asking him if my friend Sarah was still there, because she went over there to take him a pack of cigarettes. He asked me if I could bring him a pack of cigarettes, and I asked him, I was getting the kind he wanted and everything, and told him not to worry about it, I paid for it. And he told me he'd pay me back later. I guess it was about 1:30 was when I had sent a message over there, and he called me back, or sent a message back saying she left a few minutes ago. That's about, as far as time right there, that's about all I know on that.
Okay. And when you say Sarah, is this Sarah that you came with here? All right, so Sarah actually went to his house.
Yeah.
And what time would you say Sarah was over there at?
She probably left about a little after 12, probably about 12, I think it was like 12:40, 12:30, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
I got you.
I'm sorry, but it's kind of in there somewhere.
Okay. And then you'd say you text him after to confirm that she was there?
No, I would text her, see if she had left yet, because I thought, well, it's taking so long.
Okay. And you figure you thought you texted him about 1:30 or 2 in the morning?
Yeah, just to see if she was still there. She decided she was going to go to somewhere else or do something else or whatever, and just didn't say nothing.
When you said she left at 12:30 or 12:40, was that leaving your house at 12:30 or 12:40
No.
or his?
Say, I'm sorry, I got myself
When
confused.
you said she left after around 12:30 or 12:40.
Oh, when she left to go to his
Oh,
house.
so that's when she left to go to.
Yeah, but that wasn't from my house. I was staying at a hotel last night. It's like I was saying, I'm in the process of moving and everything, so it was from there.
Where'd you stay last night?
I stayed at Budget Hotel. No, not Budget Hotel. Baymont. Sorry, got the name mixed up. Sorry, yeah.
And so you were texting him. He obviously was responding back to you. Okay. And that was all the gist of that conversation was?
Pretty much.
Was there anything more to that conversation?
Well, not really. He asked me if we was going to get out. That's what started it. What you doing? Not much. What you doing?
Here's the thing. I want you to be honest here with us. Okay? All right.
I will.
All right.
If I know it, I'll tell you the best I can.
All right, because this is helping us for something big. And I don't,
Sure.
we're not here to jam you up for purposely for anything here tonight, okay?
Right.
All right? But we'll want you to be able, like, if it's about certain things that are hard to talk about, this is now the time to talk about those things.
Sure.
Okay? Because, like, you've recognized, right, your friend is dead.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? So, all this other piddly stuff doesn't matter compared to that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what was the conversation about?
He wanted to know if we were out, if we were going to get back out. I told him no, I don't know. And he said, well, I had came across some stuff, but it's only a little to put out. I said, what? Okay. Well, I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll let you know. He said, well, if you do, can you bring me a pack of cigarettes? Okay. Well, what kind you smoke? He told me 24/7. And I was doing laundry, and I had 2 loads of laundry already going out there, so I decided to stay with my clothes, and I asked her, when I went back to the room, if she would mind going over there and just taking a pack of cigarettes and coming right back. And she said, yeah, she didn't mind, so that was my understanding of that's what was going to happen. And she was going to go over there, take him a pack of cigarettes, because I gave her some money to pay for it, and in case he didn't have it or whatever when she got there. So she paid for it and was supposed to come back, and that was my understanding. She said she went over there and took him a pack of cigarettes, and he was trying to talk to her about a health report that clearance letter or something that he got from the doctor's office. He was supposed to be getting checked to see if he had some kind of lung cancer or throat cancer or something along with that, and something to do with his pacemaker or something like that he had going on. And telling her that it came back clear, and he was all excited about it, and he'll see you tomorrow. Unfortunately, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know, but every time I get to that part, I can't hardly even say it.
What time did Sarah get home, or back to, was she staying with you at the Baymont?
Yeah.
What time did she get back at?
It wasn't long after he messaged me back, and it was about, it was right at 2 something, 2 or 2:30 at the latest, maybe. She went and said, I asked her what took her so long. She said, well, I was going to go by McDonald's and I forgot. I don't know how to get in my McDonald's code, and I was trying to get a code and this and that. She's nuts sometimes. She's being silly and can't keep her mind straight, and she's had a lot of stuff going on. And she gets scattered like a squirrel sometimes.
Okay. And so when you said, and just so this is, we got to get in the nitty-gritty details, unfortunately, with this,
Sure.
okay? When you guys are referring to stuff, you mean meth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How much did he say that he had at the time?
He told me just whatever he had put in his pop.
Okay.
And
All right.
I didn't want to go there and do nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
Because obviously
So-
we already know what he was into, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously, of course.
Yeah. Did he mention maybe where it came from or who was over there with him about it?
No, he didn't really say. He just asked, we wanted to come over, and pretty much what the message to say.
Okay.
He didn't say nothing else to me about it. It's,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
he was doing his thing over there, or doing whatever, I guess. I didn't go, and I'm trying to stay clear of stuff and try to get my own self in order.
Fair enough. And did you know if he was hanging out with anybody last night at all?
Well, through talk and everything with people today, I know he had got in an argument with the guy that lives in number 3. I cannot remember his name. Say my dang life right this second, but I'm sure I'll think of it.
In the same set of apartments?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I heard it, I'd know it,
Okay.
but I can't think of it for nothing.
Mhm.
I'll think of it when I leave. I guarantee it. Robert, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
He's kind of tongue got like a brownish haircut.
Do you know what the argument was about?
I don't know what it was about. I just know he told him to get up out of his apartment, made him leave because it was, I guess it was that enough to make him want to leave your house. You know, it's pretty significant considering Humpy's friends with everybody, and he tried, he seems to be like that kind of guy that get along with most folks, and I've been over there a couple of times when that guy was there, and he just mouthed in her ass, and
Preaching to the choir here.
and
Yeah.
he's just a little obnoxious with it, and I guess he finally said it's something to punch the button, and he made him leave, from my understanding.
Okay. And when was that? When did that happen about?
Sometimes, I don't know around what time, sometime yesterday evening or something.
All right. All right. And then, did Sarah mention anything about when she went over there to you? When she stopped over at his place?
No unordinary or anything.
Okay.
Just what she went over there, and he was there, and wanted her to come in for a minute so he could show her that report.
Because I imagine you're like sitting there going, what the hell took you so long? Right? Like.
Well, I did, but like I said, she just kind of goes wherever she wants to go. It's her car, it's not mine, so.
Right, but you know.
I was worried because, I know she can't drive worth a flip when it's storming, and she gets really nervous when it rains, so she tries not to go too many places when it's storming and raining. It was starting to storm, and last night a little bit, and
Did she say anything about what was going down at Kenneth at all, or?
she said there was not really nobody over there, and it was real quiet. She said he was getting ready to go to bed when she got there, and he was excited about his little health thing, and other than that, that's about all it was really said. Tell me thank you for getting him those cigarettes, and he'd pay me back this weekend or something when he got some money or on the 1st, and that was pretty much the gist of it. I just kind of blew it off and didn't think nothing else about it now, so.
Okay. And
or
then,
until earlier when I started hearing things.
and then did Sarah go with anybody else over there?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Not from my understanding, she did.
All right. And fast forward to, you mentioned that there's a lot of talk, right? And that's how you found out
Well,
about
a little
Kenneth.
bit, yeah.
Right? Okay. And that's how you found out about Kenneth. Okay. There, or Humpy. When would you say you found out about Humpy? Or about what?
It was this morning about 9 o'clock.
About 9
Somebody
o'clock.
said something. Hey, have you heard what happened to Kenneth? I rode by there and there was some cops everywhere out there. Can you call over there and see what's going on? And I said, well, I actually sent him a message this morning saying, hey, what's up? I popped in a little while, can you talk or something like that? I don't remember, but hey, what you do is pretty much. Are you awake? Yeah, that's what I said. And he never answered back. I said, well, I sent him a message, but he ain't said nothing. And
Yeah.
so on and so on. They tell me, well, check out the newspaper and this and that. And then I saw it on the little thing online and about how somebody got hurt over at those apartments or something, or killed or whatnot. And so I kind of tried to check it out.
The doorbell. You want to check? Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So, who was it that first notified you to check on Humpy?
Well, actually, to check on him, I didn't check on him or want to check on him because I had got a phone call or anything from somebody, even though that did happen. I was going to go over there and check on him anyways myself because, like what I had told you, he had some health issues and stuff, and I didn't know about that. This had happened then, and I was on my way to town this morning, and I saw y'all over there, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen over here? Well, that's before I knew anything. I just kind of blew it off, didn't think nothing about it. Hoping, well, maybe somebody's house got broken into or something, trying to think the least. And then I started hearing little tidbits from other people talking and whatnot, and I'm like, oh God, something's happened.
Who was the one that first told you that Humpy may have been killed?
Oh God. What is her last name? Well, her first name's Casey, but I can't think of her last name. Give me just a second to think. Okay. I don't remember her last name. Casey something. Well, I just met this person like within the last month at the most, and I was talking to her on Facebook, but it's Matt and Casey is all it says. It's not got a last name, and I just didn't ever ask, I guess.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's get into this here real quick too. A lot of people, obviously, through this, we've seen a lot of people really liked Humpy, and he seemed to be a very likable guy, right? Had a big friends group, kind of an extended family per se.
Yeah.
Okay.
My granddad.
Let's talk about the opposite here. Who's someone that will want to do this to Humpy?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Other than, you mentioned him having an argument with a neighbor.
Yeah, I don't think that happened with that, to be honest. I mean, Dave's a smart asshole, but he's just an idiot. I don't think it would have escalated to something like that.
Humpy ever mentioned owing a debt to somebody at all?
Yeah, actually, he did one time. He told me he moved to Mexico one time because he had people after him because of the crooked debt. And I don't know who it was or how much it was, but he said it's been a while back, but I don't know if it's been a while back, or I didn't even know if it was real or not, because he tell stories sometimes just to see what you do, or see how you'd act, or whatever, just to get a giggle out of you or whatever. But I felt like he was telling the truth.
So he told you that he had to move to Mexico to escape from...
Yeah, previously.
Okay, but he didn't tell you who those people were?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anything more recent?
No, he said something here recently. I was over there, it was just me, and he said something, he got to talking about he owes somebody some money and they getting on his nerves because they know he only gets paid once a month. Why you want to hound the hell out of somebody when you know when they're going to pay you? Said these people is something to do, I think he said it's something to do with this drug cartel stuff going on here in Dalton.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly.
How long ago was that about?
About a month or two ago.
A month or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a month or two ago,
I'm not 100% sure.
tells you he's having
on that,
problems
but
with somebody
maybe. Yeah.
hounding him, but he doesn't tell you who it is?
He didn't ever say who, no.
Okay. I
I
got
said,
you.
well, who is that? He said, it's out in them cartels, people.
Did he ever have, say, like a... Do you ever have, like, a girlfriend at all? A steady girlfriend? Or,
Yeah, he does.
Who's that?
Her name is Julie. I don't know exactly what her last name is, but it's on his messenger for sure.
Okay. All right. And then, did he have, like, an ex-girlfriend that had some
I
trouble?
think it's Bowers, Julie Bowers, maybe. I'm not sure on the last name, though, but I know it's Julie.
Okay. Do you recall if he had like an ex-girlfriend or somebody that he used to hang with that he didn't anymore?
I don't know on that part, to be honest.
All right.
'Cause I know he's been with Julie since I met him, as far as I understand.
Oh, now I'm thinking about this. Did he ever tell you how much that debt was with that person?
No, he didn't ever say. Really, he just kind of commented on it and just went on and never went back to that subject.
Did you ever know him to associate with, say, with like a black guy at all or anything like that?
Yeah, I've seen a guy come over there here and there, you know, periodically something. They would go in there and talk and that's that. Or I'd go outside because I don't want to be in his business.
Right,
Somebody
so
come over, you know.
It'd be something about business and then they'd partner with
No, I
him.
just didn't want to be in any of his business. So, you know, if he had a company come over or whatever, I'd just kind of leave if I didn't know who they were.
Do you know, and you said you've seen this person, like, how long ago have you seen it?
It's probably been a couple months, maybe like, maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Did that person drive there? Did they walk
I
there?
think they walked there.
They walked there? Okay. Do you remember what their name was, or what they called, or what they go by?
I don't know their name, no.
Okay.
I know he was really tall and slender. This guy was like, I don't know how to put it politely, I'm just going to say it. Big black people, we got different color of black, like light-skinned black, or really, really dark. This guy was really, really dark.
Okay. Okay. Other than that, that was the only black male you think he would associate, or you've seen him associate with?
But that's the only one I saw him talk to or knew of. But
okay. I got you. Okay. And so take in mind with all this too, right? Technology these days, right? Even though we delete stuff or try to get rid of stuff, right? It's all stuff that we have the technology that we
can pull it back.
very easily, especially with something as serious as this. Stuff happens very quick. You know, passcodes to phones get broken, and we're in, and search warrants get wrote, and information gets sent to us because it's sitting on a server somewhere. Okay. So with that in mind, is there something that we have not brought up yet that's been discussed?
I don't know. I'm not sure at the moment. I don't think I'm missing anything on the other subject.
Okay.
If I am, by all means, please ask me, and I will give you what I know.
Well, that's kind of what I'm asking you about now.
You know, I'm just, my head's in a mess because of him. And I want to tell you what you need to know, because I want you to find this person too. And I'm kind of upset at the moment. And, you know, give me me a minute, and if I think of anything else, I'll be sure and call you back. I don't think I missed anything on this conversation here with this.
What would be the purpose for you trying to delete your messages to him?
Well, it's not just him. I do delete a lot of messages from most people because I don't want my phone to just get cluttered up with it. Well, so, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see you on that. Let's talk, okay?
Sure.
Okay. You said you're on probation, right?
Sure.
Okay. So what would be some reasons that we would see that you attempted to delete some things in your conversation upon hearing that he's passed?
Just say that one more time. I want to make sure I understood your question.
Okay.
My brain's like drifted.
You had a conversation with him, right? What source did you use?
Messenger.
Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you delete those messages?
I delete the messages.
Well, let me rephrase it. Why did you delete those messages?
For the reasons why I was telling him, it's not just him that I delete messages from, it's from most of everybody I talk to. You know, if somebody would get on there and message people from wherever they're messaging, and I'll message on mine, and sometimes they use my messenger to talk or whatever, and so I just got in a habit a while back just to start deleting stuff because I don't want it on my phone. And it's because my daughter gets on there, or she gets on my account too, and she's only like 16, and I don't want her to know a lot of stuff because she just don't need to know, and just because it's personal with my own self, and I'm trying to gain this trust with her because I weren't in like a good standing with my family for a little bit.
You have two daughters?
Yes, sir.
One was in ROTC?
No, she did. She graduated from Murray County and enlisted for National Guard.
Oh, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's in the military.
See, this is me kind of tipping my hand. I did a little bit of research at a time before
That's
I'm
fine.
going to talk to you.
She actually started to do ROTC, and she just didn't know she really wanted to, so she just waited until she graduated.
Good looking kids.
Thank you. That's my life. And I'm trying to fix my own self so I can try to be what I need to be to them, so to speak, you know, instead of being out here doing stupid crap.
The deletion of the messages too, right? Okay. Now you're on probation, right?
Yeah.
All right. And you said here tonight, the majority of those messages basically from last night consisted of dope talk, to put it plainly, right? Okay.
It did have some in there.
Yeah. Okay. And is that one of the big reasons why these are deleted?
Well, it is, but it ain't. I mean, it's for the same reason I told you, but that too, but, you know, I have several reasons, you know. But, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble because I was saying something or talking to somebody about something, you know, because I'm trying not to do that, you know, and, you know, I'm trying to get my own self, because I got put on probation and in trouble because of some crap I didn't even do, but because some dumb nut had it in my car that I didn't know they had it in my car, I ended up getting in trouble.
You know, the last time I think I ever met you was Old Grade Road. There was a house on Old Grade Road. You were down there with, what's his name? Pippin.
Yeah.
You were associated with him.
Yeah, I have not went back to that place since. Just like I said I wouldn't. I was like, God, help me, Jesus. I am never coming back to this place again. And that point right there was actually when I was starting to try to pick myself up.
Okay. Well, you know, for vices, right? I mean, you think we're perfect at things in our position?
What do you mean by perfect?
Well, you know, we're human. We'll screw up from time to time, right?
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But the biggest thing about it is we've always found that being honest, right? Hey, I messed up. This is what I did fully.
Yeah.
What can we do from here, right? It seems to always be help make the best decision. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want you to be coming in here today,
Well, the truth
right?
is the truth, and you know,
Yeah.
you ain't gotta backtrack yourself and try to remember what you told somebody 3 weeks ago. First example, you know, so always, I try to tell you what I know and the truth about it, and I mean, it is what it is, so
Yeah.
that's all I can say on
What
that.
would be some other reasons that you would delete those messages?
I don't have any other reasons.
Okay. So just, you don't want your kids to see them.
Yeah, that's one of my reasons. The other reason is just, I just do for my own self.
Okay.
And the other one's just, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for something that I didn't even do.
Okay. And when you say you don't want to get in trouble for something that you didn't do.
Well, because of what it was talking about.
And obviously there's a guy who was shot and killed. We don't,
Yeah.
that's what we care about.
Yeah, me too.
Can you take us through what those messages were back and forth? Because we don't care about.
Yeah, did what?
What do you remember what all the messages were about? Like what was said? But I'd rather hear it from you than when I get tomorrow or 2 days from now that list that's printed out from Meta platforms, is what they call it now, or Facebook and Instagram merged.
The conversation I had last night.
Yes.
Oh,
and I want to hear from you first, okay?
yeah. He asked me what I was doing if we were going to get out. And I told him I was nothing. I'm not sure, and maybe. And well, come on if you want to. I got a little bit in a bow if you want to. In the pipe, actually, is what he said. And I said, what? I ain't got any none. So, like I said, you know, I was already starting laundry. It was late anyways. I was trying to get my stuff done so I could go to sleep. And I said, well, I don't know. I'll talk to Sarah and see what she wants to do. She wants to come over and hang out for a minute or whatever. I'll let you know. Well, hurry up. Well, Sarah, I went back. I was in the laundry up there putting money in the machine when I had talked to him. And I went back and told her, I said, well, Humpy's wanting to know if we wanted to come over and hang out for a little while, but I don't really want to because I got to get these clothes done and I don't want to leave them here. And he sent that message wanting to know if we decided to come that way, if we could stop and get him a pack of cigarettes. And I asked him what kind. He told me, and I said, well, all right. I said, well, hey, I'm not coming. Sarah's coming. That's after she'd go get him some cigarettes. She said, yeah, she didn't mind. She'd go take him some. And I gave her the money, and she went and did that. And after a minute, or after a little bit, I sent him a message asking if Sarah was still there. And he said, no, she left about 10 minutes ago. I said, well, all right, I appreciate it. Thank you. And that's about all that was said last night. And I sent him a message this morning, asking him how he was doing. And right after that, because I was actually going over there, I was on my way there when I sent the message. And usually he'll answer me or whatever, and I'll say, well, I'll be over there in a minute. And he'll say, well, because he didn't like you to come over unless you let him know first. So I was in the process of, that was my way of letting him know, you know. And he didn't answer nothing back. So.
Okay. All right.
What room did you stay in at the Baymont?
Is laying your head at tonight?
Probably somewhere around the same neck of the woods. It just depends on if Thursday starts their weekend rate, because it costs more now. But somewhere around in there. If you need to know, I'll let you know.
Did Sarah stay with you?
Yeah, we're just trying to help each other right now.
What's Sarah's last name?
Holmes.
And that's her right there.
What kind of car does Sarah drive?
She's got a white minivan.
A white minivan? Is it parked out front? Okay.
Did Sarah tell you anything was unusual? Anyone else was there last night when she was there?
she just said he was polite and was excited to tell her that certificate because we had talked about him going to the doctor and stuff after him having a heart attack and everything. And she was worried about him, so she went in and talked to him about that, and he was explaining to her what this and that was, I reckon, and that's about all I know on that part.
When you knock, would you ask who it is?
Who is it? When you tell him who it is, he'd ask you again just to make you say it. And he'd open the door for you. But any other time, he kept that door shut. And I know he talked about he hated the bathroom situation because he had to share it with the people across the hall on the other side of it. But that's about the only way of getting in his house without him unlocking his door that I could even think of.
Okay.
But he had a lock on his side of it, so, I mean, there was a lock there, but
Yeah.
that's about all I would really say. As far as him keeping the doors locked, he always had it locked.
Well, good deal. If you can think of anything else, holler. We may want to talk with Sarah since how she was there.
Yeah.
Just, she actually was there last night, so just kind of pick her brain on stuff. You think she'd be receptive to that?
Maybe, most likely.
So. Any other women that would hang out over there constantly? Other than, his girlfriend, you mentioned Julie, you said?
Yeah, I don't know this lady's name. I know a lot of his friends were female. And some of them I just met them passing or would sit there and we'd just talk, but I didn't never really, or I'd get their name and just not really give a flip what their name was and just go on about my business, never think about it again and forget.
Do you know if he was seeing anyone else other than his girlfriend?
In my own personal opinion, I think he might have been seeing somebody else. I don't know. I swear she told me her name. If I can think of it or find out what it is or whatever, I'll let you know. She had red hair. I know that. She had a white car. I think it might be a Camaro, it might not be. But I know she would come over there in the late at night when she'd get off work sometimes and hang out, or they'd go somewhere or something.
Where does she work at?
I have no idea where she works. She seemed to do something to do with medical because she always had on Griggs type clothes when she'd come by.
Okay.
You know how old she was?
Maybe a little bit older than me, maybe in her mid-40s or early 40s.
Okay. Skinny, big?
She's not, well, she's a little bit smaller than me. She might be a hair taller.
Okay.
How tall are you?
5'6".
Okay.
Why do you think he might have been seeing her?
Just the way he acted when she come over. And she was coming over. Everybody's leaving because we're leaving. Okay, I gotta go to the store. Well, okay, I'll go for you, and I pick on him and try to pick at him. Well, I'll go to the store for you, Humpy. You know it's okay. You know I don't care. Y'all just hang out. I'll go. No, we gotta go. Get out of my house. Okay. I'm just playing.
What kind of car did you say she drove?
I think it's one of the newer Camaros or a newer white car of that type, sort of.
2 doors, 4 doors?
I think it's 2 doors. I don't remember what kind of car it was. I only seen her car once, but I know she came over there a couple times.
Any clue where she lived? Or
I'm not sure.
the scrub she wore, did it have any writing or name on it?
No, they were just plain.
What color were they?
I know she came once in a pair of purple ones, like a plum color, and ones was like a dark gray and had a green around the edges.
Okay. So different colors.
Yeah.
Any other women that hung out that?
Not that I know of. I mean, I know another person that used to hang out there, but it's been a while, and she wouldn't have been able to be there anyways. She's in jail right now, so I know she wasn't there.
Okay. Who was that?
Tiffany Stone.
Oh, you know Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Tiffany. So, okay. Anybody else you can think of that would have been frequenting over there, hanging out over that way?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. Give us just a second, and we'll be right back in here, okay? See if we can pull up some sort of girl. Maybe you recognize a photo or something like that? Sure. We got it?
Yeah. Have a figure or something, I'll tell you if I know them or what I know them of.
Yeah, I got you. So thank you for your patience. Do you recognize this girl at all?
Yeah, I don't know her name. I've seen her over there just recently.
You seen her over there recently?
Mm-hmm.
Like how long ago?
Within the last couple of weeks, a couple of days, something like that.
Do you know what she was doing over there?
Yeah, can I say it one time?
Sure.
Make sure I got the right person in my mind.
This person may have like burns too on her arms and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, when people have been burnt by fire.
Yeah, I think
Scars.
she drives a black SUV.
Yeah, she drives a black SUV.
Yeah, I think it's a Ford Explorer. If I'm not mistaken, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know what she came over there for yet, or what she would go over there for. She never really came in, and I saw her. It was in the afternoon when I was there last, when I saw her there. She came over there with some other girl, and honked the horn. Well, why she honked the horn, I don't know. I guess it was a habit or whatever, her way of getting a hold of him or whatever, but he was on his way out the door anyway, since he's coming outside with me. I was going to take him to the store. And, yeah, hold on a minute, I talked to this girl. And he went over there and talked to her, and she stayed there a second, and she left, and he went in and came back out, and we went to the store, and that was that. I didn't think nothing else of it.
Honestly, what did you think happened with that kind of?
I really didn't know. What it looks like is maybe he might have bought something from her,
Okay.
or was getting something from her, but
Okay.
I mean, it might not have been. It might have just been, hey, how you doing? I don't know.
Because
So.
he goes to her, then goes back inside,
Mm-hmm.
and then comes
He
back
came
out.
back when she left. When she was leaving, he was coming back out the door and got in the car.
Do you know what, you said she was with another girl?
Yeah.
Do you know what the other girl looked like?
Not really. I couldn't really see. She had tinted windows.
Who was driving?
Her. The only reason I know she was driving is because she had her window down.
Yeah.
Do you recognize this girl?
No, not really. I might have seen her around somewhere before, but I don't recognize her as somebody over at his house or knowing him or anything
Okay.
that I know of.
Wow. What about this one? Okay. Well, the first one I showed you, you've definitely seen her over there before. And you would say how long ago was that?
Maybe 2 weeks max.
Okay.
It was probably less than that, but I'm
And
just
she
trying
showed
to
up
give
in
you
a
a
black-
max amount.
Like a black SUV, you said?
Yeah, she had the black Explorer.
Explorer, okay.
Did Kenneth ever, after he met her, did he ever say who she was or why, or the relationship or anything?
I just didn't ask.
Okay. looks like we're gonna we'll talk to Sarah real quick as we can. Figure that out. Okay. Makes sense, right? 'Cause, yeah. All right. We'll switch places here real quick. But thank you, Amanda. And if you have anything further you can think of or remember, or you hear something, shoot us a call. Okay? I certainly appreciate it. Thank you.
Amanda Griggs' interview gave detectives something more valuable than another rumor. It helped them tighten the timeline around Kenneth's final hours. Amanda had been communicating with Kenneth through Facebook Messenger shortly before he was killed. And during the interview, detectives also showed her a photograph of Stephanie Merrill. Amanda said she recognized Stephanie and had seen her around Kenneth before. And she remembered Stephanie pulling up in what she believed was a black SUV while Amanda was preparing to take Kenneth to the store. Kenneth walked over and spoke with Stephanie briefly before returning. Amanda couldn't say what that conversation was about. She only speculated that Kenneth may have been getting or buying something from her. But detectives now knew Stephanie wasn't simply someone whose name had surfaced after the shooting. According to Amanda, she had crossed paths with Kenneth before. But Amanda's interview also introduced another person who could give detectives something even more important: a first-hand account of Kenneth's final hours. Amanda told investigators that her friend Sarah had gone to apartment number 7 that night to bring Kenneth cigarettes. That meant Sarah had actually been there. And when Amanda's interview ended, detectives brought Sarah into the same room next, camera on.
I'm sorry.
You're
I ain't never been in here before. Like I was telling him, I thought y'all were like open all night till like a couple months back.
I mean, there's always people here, but it's just one of those things that today has just been such a busy day. Real quick, we wanted to pick your brain about some stuff. I'm sure you guys have discussed why it is you're here.
Well, I know why I'm here.
Okay, why is that?
Because I went and got him some cigarettes last night, and right after I left, somebody killed him.
Okay, and when you say him, who was that?
Humpy.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's what I called Humpy, and I know,
Awesome. So we'll start with some easy questions before we
Okay.
kind of dive into that. What's your full name?
Sarah Amelia Smith.
Okay, Sarah, is it?
That's my maiden name, though. Okay, Holmes is
What's on your driver's license?
Holmes.
Holmes.
But on my taxes, it's Wittenberg, because I hadn't got my social changed yet, so like.
Okay. So Sarah, is that S-A-R-A?
H.
And then an H. Okay. You said Amelia?
Yes.
A-M-E?
L-I-A.
L-I-A. And so what's on your driver's license is Holmes. you
Holmes.
said.
H-O-L-M-E-S.
All right. What's your birthday, Sarah? What happened, okay?
That's what I want to know too, because I didn't know if I was going to ask y'all questions like, did they rob his house or something like that, or?
Well, let's start with
I
this.
know.
We want to know what you.
I just like to know how quickly I avoided it, like, you know what I'm saying?
But we also want you to come in here and tell the truth, okay? Even if it's something maybe bad that you did or saw, or anything like that, okay? We're not here about that. We're here about trying to solve this death, okay? That's what we're here about, all right? And we kind of already know some of the answers to these questions we're going to ask you, so we want you to be truthful. And you do understand that, like, one big way that you could get in trouble would be lying to us, right? Okay, so I want you to tell the truth, all right?
I'm nervous, y'all, for real.
Okay, well, the only reason to be nervous would be
No,
because you make up something
because
to
somebody
tell the
wouldn't kill
truth.
somebody and just leave their house. It
And
scared the
things
crap
you
out of
might think, it's like, oh, they don't,
me. It scared the
we
crap out of
really
me
don't
when I
care.
found out.
Things you think, oh, that makes me look bad, we don't care.
Yeah, okay, all right, so let's start with this, okay? So you mentioned something about Bumpy, right, last night?
Humpy.
Or Humpy, I'm sorry, I figured something else. All right, and Humpy's actual name is?
I think Kenneth.
You're on it, okay, all right. So, tell me about, you went over there last night. Okay, what time would you say you went over there?
I think it was between 1 and 2. I was gone by 2, I think.
You were going about 2
Yeah.
a.m.?
I think I was there about an hour, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not that long, but.
And it's my understanding, because, and this is something we know, right? He had reached out to you guys basically saying, hey, I got a little bit of dope, right?
Mm-mm. No. He didn't reach out to me and say anything like that.
Okay. to what?
Give him some cigarettes.
Okay. So you go over there to give him some cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What transpires at his place?
Nothing. I gave him some cigarettes and I sit there
How long were you there?
and watch them. Not even an hour, I don't think.
Do you know about what time you left?
Probably about 10 till 2, I think.
Okay. And while you're there, you're at his apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was just one room.
Mm-hmm. And was anybody else there?
I reckon they had that weird bathroom. I don't, you know.
Yeah. Fair
I
enough.
went there.
Okay. And so nobody else was there. Okay. You guys are hanging out. Is he talking about anything?
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
He went to the doctor that day and he got his test results back for the cancer thing. I thought he had lung cancer. It was like stressing him out.
Okay.
But then he got some cigarettes because you know what, he was good. So, right, I bring some cigarettes. He's like, I got my cancer stuff, and he was good.
Why not? Yeah. All right. And then, so just you guys hanging out there. Did anybody stop by while you guys were there? Anybody knock on the door while you guys were there?
No.
Okay. So between that time period, nobody else showed up over that way. Okay. And you came there by yourself, or were you with anybody else, like somebody waiting out in a car or something?
No, I by myself.
Okay. While you were there, did he get any phone calls or messages on his phone that you noticed?
His head is on the phone the whole time that he plays video games, kind of
Okay.
pool game or something.
I guess what I mean is,
No, he didn't like pick up the phone, say hello, and have a conversation.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
I can't remember. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention because I was watching TV too.
Fair enough.
When you got there, where'd you park?
Right in front of that building. There's a building, some kind of little building shed thing.
Okay, so
So his apartment's just a building, like a shed. They don't have a door on it or nothing.
like he lives on the backside of the apartments. Did you pull in that gravel lot? Well, I call it the backside.
Right there, there's this apartment. Right here, we walk out the door, and then there's a building. In the parking lot, right there.
So you parked in the parking lot? Okay.
Right on the road or nothing.
Yeah, right in front of his apartment?
No. No, you pull in right there, but I don't pull in right there. I pull it to the side over there where there's like a tree line, and there's a building, just like a shed.
Okay. All right.
Was there any other cars there that you noticed?
His brother's car. I think his brother lives next door. That's what I think that's who he is.
Okay. What type of car do you remember that man?
It's some kind of little SUV, I think.
Okay.
Because I remember I had to back up, and then I had to pull forward, so I had to watch for that car.
Do you remember running over any glass or seeing any glass or anything like that in the parking lot? Nothing like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Nothing like drove my car or anything like that. It was just regular gravel.
Did he mention he was waiting on somebody or somebody else was headed over or anything?
No. And if anybody else headed over, he would have had them bring cigarettes, and it was raining and stuff, so I went and got cigarettes to see if possible.
Okay. How long have you known him for?
No, not long.
Okay. How did you, I guess, meet him?
6 months, 7 months maybe.
Okay.
Amanda.
Okay. All right. And you guys have been over there before, hung out before, over that way, right? Okay. And have you known him to ever have any issues or anything like that with anybody? Any arguments, any problems?
Yeah, I mean, not real like big issues. He's just he's hateful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a grumpy old guy. He's grumpy.
So okay,
Grumpy
that's a
Humpy.
fair way to put it. All right. No, it makes sense.
I mean, there was a guy who was having an argument with I feel like I'm number 3 because he's just weird. And so I don't know his name, but he came over yesterday and they ran into an argument.
Were you there when that
No,
happened?
he was telling me about it.
Who was telling you about it?
Huh?
Who was telling
Humpy
you?
was.
Humpy was telling me about that. Okay.
Did he say what it was about?
Oh, not really. It was some kind of guy stuff, something about, he came over there and they were talking about his motorcycle and he was pretty much saying, hey, you can't ride a bike or something like that, right? And he kept following. He said, I've picked it up maybe 3 times. I didn't know if that meant in reference to his heart attack and maybe he fell, or something with a bike on him. And the guy was just like telling him, he was something about the motorcycle falling on him. And he said, if I keep having to get the motorcycle off of you. And he said, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And the guy said, well, I think I do know, and stuff like that. And he said, get the hell out of my house. And so, I don't know, it was just some guy stuff. Like, I didn't really care. That's,
Yeah.
you know,
So why'd you go over there?
cigarettes.
Cigarettes? Any other reason?
No, not for cigarettes. 'Cause he helps me out with cigarettes right now and then. He got back of, they stopped making the kind that they usually smoke. He usually smokes this Nancy's, this, or whatever, it's real cheap. He always smokes the cheap cigarettes. Usually, and it was like the end of the month, and his check don't come in.
What cigarettes did, what kind of cigarettes did you
So
buy?
this time, he wanted Astro 24/7.
He wanted what?
24/7?
24/7?
Yeah, and I ain't never heard of him before, so, my first time I've heard of him,
Really?
but, yeah.
But you were able to find a pack of that for him?
Mhm.
Was it a whole carton or was it one
It was one
pack?
pack.
Okay. And it was a 24/7?
Yeah.
Like what color, like is the?
It's burgundy and gold.
Okay.
It's full flavor sorts.
Okay. And is that something typically that he would smoke or?
I think so. I think he usually smokes full flavors. Last time I got a cigarette stall he told me to get lots. So I don't know if it was because the whole lung cancer thing or if it was because of they quit selling his cigarettes.
Okay.
Where did you get the cigarettes at?
Across the street from the Belmont at the one store.
The one right there at the corner of Tibbs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And she was doing ship change or drawer count or whatever. So
Do you remember about what time you were there?
One-ish.
One-
It was before 1:30.
And what vehicle did you take to get?
My van.
All right. The one that's out here?
Yeah.
What kind of van is that?
It's a Ford.
Windstar? Is it a Windstar?
Windstar or Freestar or something like that.
Okay. And it's,
I know they make the wind one, but I don't know
what color is it?
why.
White. Okay. All right. And it was just you that went over that way?
It's just me.
And you would say for probably up to an hour you were there?
Yeah.
And
I'm guessing. I didn't take my phone.
nobody else
Dad.
came to the door?
Mm-mm.
Nobody else stopped over there?
No.
Nobody was there at all?
No, we went over his medical stuff, you know, and I was talking to him about that, and he's like, you know, he said, I ain't dead yet, you know, like, right, he said something to that effect, and,
Boy, that was not a
right,
good choice of
well,
words.
no, I mean, I was like,
You don't know.
it jinked yourself, right, and I thought about that this morning, something weird, I'm like, told my husband, you run by and check on him or something, or if it's okay, because I hope he didn't jinx himself last night, because he said, I'm not dead yet, and, you know, stuff like that, and then come out, yeah, it was just kind of weird, you know?
While you were there, did you message, call, or anything?
Kyle.
Like anybody? Or
Who's Kyle?
No, did you call?
Kyle.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Did you message or call anybody?
No. I think my phone was dead.
And you said he was on the phone playing games?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's always playing games on his phone.
Was there any time somebody called him during that time you were there?
Not that I know of.
I don't even remember. Okay.
No.
All right. Did he get any knocks at the door that he just
No.
refused to answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was there anyone else outside or anything that, like,
No, nobody
neighbors or?
No, because, I mean, it was storming. It's like, it was sprinkling when I got there, but the wind was awful. Like, it was late and it was dark. It's fixing to rain.
Do you know if,
He didn't want to get caught in the rain, you know, and he'd been having problems, I guess, out of the motorcycle. I'm not sure.
do you know if he had a gun at all?
Oh, I don't know.
You
I never
talked
asked him.
about it or?
Mhm.
Okay.
When you got there, did you have to knock or how did you go in his apartment?
Yeah, I knocked.
Do you know?
Yeah, I always knocked.
Do you know if his door was locked or?
No, because he opened the door. I didn't wiggle the door dog.
Did you hear him unlock it though or anything, or do you remember?
No, I didn't. I paid no attention to that really.
Did whenever you knocked, did he ask who it was?
But he knew I was coming, so he, you know, he could have unlocked it or whatever. Sometimes he'll come in. Sometimes he answers the door.
Mm-hmm.
So he answered the door.
Okay, so he didn't ask who it was.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, he didn't. He does usually ask and say who is it, but he didn't last night. 'Cause, I mean, I told him I was coming, and I wasn't that far.
Did you actually tell him you were coming, or did?
I don't know if I messaged him or not. She may have messaged me and said that I was coming.
Why didn't
I
she,
can't remember.
Why didn't she go?
Cause she was doing laundry.
Okay.
She was actually throwing clothes. She had some waiting out in the the hotel laundry, and she's tired. Kids are there, so.
And so, when you left, was anybody else pulling in when you left at all?
No, because you have to kind of cut it in, because if not, your car's scrubbed. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to avoid nobody coming in. I would have done, like, I would have seen that.
Okay. And nobody else is pulling in, obviously, when you were
No.
leaving?
When you came in, do you remember how you got there, or like which route you took?
I came up through, I can't remember if I went through, was it Ochede Road? Went that way, you know, with the first, the road right beside the racetrack, the Dixon to the right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I went that way or if I missed it and went up to the hospital.
Okay, how did,
I can't remember which. Sometimes I'll miss it and then I'll have to go to the next one.
but when you go, because you're talking about going down Thornton Avenue, just by the hospital, how do you go from there?
It depends on what time of day, because if I do it, it depends on the school route. Because sometimes the line's backed up at Westwood, you know.
At this time, though,
Yeah,
there's no one there.
not usually. Yeah, I know. I usually drive it up at night. One time, probably just a regular route. Just go down Chattanooga and go down. I probably went down to right here where you turn right to go to school, or turn left over railroad tracks and went that way. I probably went left.
Okay.
Oh,
Like right there, yeah,
And cross over the railroad tracks?
yeah. On the way out, I went towards McDonald's, so I was gonna get a frappe and back.
okay. Well, when you went across the
That's
railroad
big
tracks, how would you go? Would you
Like to
take
it.
the, because as soon as you cross the tracks with a stop sign, would you go straight or would you take the left?
Oh no, I go straight.
Straight?
Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
Make a
For
left,
the 4-way.
and then turn left on Selvage.
If that's another road, there's another road though I've got miss. Like I'll turn down the road, that road before it, and then I'll get backwards.
Okay.
I'm not good driving. Not like names of roads and stuff. I don't know. It's just
Which McDonald's did you go to afterwards?
the one on the highway.
Okay.
Like I went that way out, and then went down where it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was gonna get some frappes.
Did you go
I couldn't find my
inside or
coupon. No, I couldn't find my coupon. They're closed on the inside, I think, at nighttime.
did you go through the drive-through?
No, that was one too. Yeah, I sat there for that.
But you got to the parking lot?
Oh yeah, I got from that.
Okay. And then,
Do you know about what time that would have been?
About two.
About
Two-ish, yeah. I don't know exactly what time, but it's around 2. Because I have coupons. I got like 3 different, don't tell them though, I get like 3 or 4 Walmart, McDonald's accounts, so I get my free fries, and free frappes and whatnot. So I use her account, my account, I was trying to use both of them.
Nice.
I'm sorry. You realize what you want to email per household?
go for it.
But I didn't have them, so.
When you were leaving, did he never mention he was expecting somebody else?
No, but he told me before I left, I wanted to, like, I had the door, I was going to close it. He's like, don't worry about it, I got it. And so I just left it kind of open. Not open, but like I just pulled it and didn't latch it and, pull the door all the way to. He said, don't worry about it, I got the door.
Okay. Is that normal?
Well, normally he's just sitting there, but he was standing up. So I guess he thought because he was standing up, he wouldn't push the door to.
Okay.
But I don't know if he actually pushed it to, you know what I'm saying, or, I just kept walking and got the car.
So as long as you've known him, have you ever known to have any other, other than the guy you mentioned with the motorcycle issue, have you ever noticed him to have any problems with anybody?
No, not really.
Has he ever mentioned or kind of?
He just gripes a lot.
Has he ever griped about owing money to somebody?
No, well, he gripes about money, but it's usually about the bank.
Don't we all?
It's usually the bank. They put a hold on it because he went over $1 or something. He's usually bitching about the bank.
But when you saw him, did he mention about talking about it, seeing anyone earlier in the day?
Well, yeah, that dude from number 3.
Okay, he mentioned
That's
about
what I call him
anything
number
else.
3. I think his name's Ron, but I just call him number 3.
Did he mention about anything else that came up, like seeing any other girls or anything?
I think he mentioned his girlfriend Julie, but not nothing
Nothing
important.
stood out.
No.
Do you know any other girls that would frequent his place?
No. I know he's always got ladies. He's got lady friends, But yeah, I don't know, like, if there's some over there, it's more often than others because Julie's his girlfriend. So,
Okay.
can't tell Julie.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, that's what he says, you know, he's like, shh, Julie's not everybody go out.
Have you
Right,
ever,
right.
have you ever seen some of these girls as you guys, these other girls?
Oh, sometimes, yeah, I mean, I've seen them, but not like, see them. Like, I don't know names or nothing like that. It'd probably be like, I don't think I've seen you somewhere before, and you try to think about it, and you're like, maybe it was at his house. You know, like, you look familiar, but I don't know why. Probably weird.
All of us look alike after a while. So.
It was a redheaded girl that came over. I saw her twice. That's
You
it.
saw her twice.
Yeah.
You know what she was wearing?
Oh, gosh, no. One time she was wearing like a nurse outfit,
Okay, not scrubs.
but not last night.
Yeah.
But I think it's been just twice,
How long ago was the last time you think you saw her?
a few months ago.
What about, did she ever met, did you know who she was or what her name was or anything like that?
I think they were related.
Do you think they were related?
Well, either a step-in-law or a stepdaughter or a step-cousin or something.
Why would you say that?
Because they said something like that, related by marriage or somebody else.
Okay. Do you remember, like, where she worked at or?
No.
What kind of car did she come in?
White car. I think it's white.
You know what it looked like?
It's looks fast. Kind of sporty. Newer.
Okay.
She was nice.
Anybody else you
She
can
was
think?
there picking him up, but she was taking they were going somewhere. So.
Anybody else you can think of that came over or anything like that, or
But
any other girls? I mean, I know.
well,
you said
there's
a lot of
always
friends.
like somebody knock on the door, and then he'll say who it is and say that she'll come over there and get a cup of coffee. I saw one come and borrow some coffee one time. And, I mean, not any like regular. I'm not regular there enough anyway. Like I don't know who his friends are, like names and Normally he'll say I got company.
And then, did you ever notice any like black guys come over the house or over his place at all?
Mm-mm. No, it was one that lived on the other side of him, but I don't know if he moved or not.
Okay. Other than the guy that.
But I never saw him. I've never seen him. I just heard this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else that you would have seen come over or anything like that? Okay.
There was one night though. Okay. I don't even know if she remembers it. She probably don't, because I didn't think about it until I was sitting out there. We pulled up one time, and it's been like 3 weeks ago, maybe. Of course, don't quote me on that one. I really don't know, but it's been probably about 3 weeks ago. We pull up, and I was getting my phone was dead, so I was getting the car charger, so they were trying to plug it up at his house, I think. And so I was sitting out there for a minute, and we thought we saw somebody at the door, right? It was like a figure standing there. And she's like, "Is that somebody at the door?" And I'm like, "Look," and I said, "Yeah, it looks like it." But then, so we called him. So we didn't know if it was that him was standing outside the door, or if it was somebody else. So we called, and he said, "No, I'm sitting in the house." I said, "There was somebody outside the door." And we opened the door, went over there, and he had walked around the corner, like, when we was getting out of the car to walk to his house, dude, like, kind of split quickly around the corner of his apartment.
What do you remember the guy looking like?
I don't remember, because it was like, I didn't ever see him. We saw, it's like, it's nighttime, and you could see them standing there, but I didn't see him, it was too far away, and I wasn't, but there was somebody there.
Okay.
But they never knocked, they didn't go in, and he never saw them, but they just kind of ran off real quick on the other side of the apartment.
Okay.
I didn't think anything of it really then, till today, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right. Tell me how you found out about what happened to him.
Maddie called me.
Maddie called you?
No, Amanda told me.
Oh, Amanda told you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what time was that about?
About 3 crying. About 9 o'clock maybe.
This morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was calls everywhere.
How did she find out?
I guess she went by there and maybe talked to him or something.
Okay. What'd she say happened?
She said somebody, be dead.
Okay.
I said, what?
She say
And that's
how?
just,
Or,
well, huh?
did she say how or what?
She said somebody killed him, I guess, or something.
Anything else?
Or he was shot. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she knew that, but somebody, whoever was at the, I guess a police officer told her.
How did you guys figure out that he was shot?
Oh, I think I saw that in the thing, North Florida scanner on Facebook.
Okay. And was there anything else to this? I mean, that you can remember last night that would help us, point us in the right direction?
No, I've been thinking all day too on it, and I don't even know. I just don't know. I just was wondering from y'all if they robbed him, it was something like that, because I had just left. If it was before 3 a.m. and, you know, like, I had just left.
Was there a reason to rob him?
I wouldn't think so.
Do you know if he
There's
had,
no reason to rob anybody.
well, do you know if he had anything worth taking?
He had it in there. He had his motorcycle. Was it still there? I didn't, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. Like, I thought about it. I couldn't remember all day if I even went around the motorcycle or not. And of course I know it's probably there because he could go to store because that's what he had. But you know how you just miss stuff?
Do you know that if he would like purchase drugs or anything?
Well, I mean, yeah, I know he had done stuff.
Okay.
But that's just, it talked about, like, back in the day when he did prison time and stuff like that.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
currently still doing stuff?
Yeah, I know he smoked weed.
Okay. Did he do any meth or anything like that?
But that's his stuff. I don't know. I just know about weed.
Do you think would he have, do you know how he got his weed or?
No. No, and like he's got his weed like laid around. I know he smoked weed. He's just smelling in there, you know. But as far as that's why I was wondering if they just got robbed or like I know the motorcycle was there, it had been. But I don't know if it was there afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like I can understand if somebody robbed him and shot him, but I don't understand any other reason. You know, and so that's kind of scared me a little bit. Like I don't know if they were watching me going out of the place, you know, and waited, or if it was just like by chance that I was gone.
Did you see anybody watching you?
No.
Did you see any other strange cars there or anything like that? Or
No, I mean, no, it was dead quiet. I mean, you know, it was.
I'm trying to.
That's not good.
So, you know, he lives on one side of the apartments. Did you park on that side of the apartments?
But for his side is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You
Yeah.
just how far did you pull down?
All the way out front of the building.
Okay.
Did you smoke any cigarettes while you were there?
What?
What type?
He's 24/7.
It's the same one as his.
I'll find the car.
Okay.
No problem.
Anybody else come over and bum a cigarette or smoke with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Have they mentioned any girls by name to you?
Julie.
Just Julie.
Yes, Julie.
Okay. And nobody else?
No, that was dude number 3. They got an argument. That's it. You know, and like we talked about the doctor's office, and he said that he was good. He had to have any no lung cancer, no COPD, and emphysema. He said no hep A, B, or C. He said liver was good, like it was like functioning normally, and his kidneys were back up to par, and everything. He had a heart attack and stuff, and so his heart was actually looking good. Everything was good except for his cholesterol and diabetes. That's what he said. And I read through his entire report there.
Mark?
And then,
You said you've seen a few other women that he had come in and out of the apartment.
well, I mean, there's always people that like his place. Like I don't want. It's too crowded in there for me. Like it's too small, and it's small. It gets hot, and then I don't like it. But
Would you
normally, if he got company, then he'll say I've got company. You know, if it's just like, you know, 1 or 2 people maybe, but still, even that 5 people in there's a lot.
Yeah,
So I don't like going over there unless it's just, you know.
Would you recognize this girl being over there?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen her over there before?
No.
Okay. Do you know who that is?
No. they're older, you know, like for his age.
More his age.
Yeah, except for like me and her, really. But they're usually older.
Have you seen this girl over there?
No.
Okay.
But like, no. I was kind of wondering that too. I didn't know if it was one of them, like, apartments where, like, men go live because for some reasons they can't be around people. You know what I mean? Like, but he was always like, he had like
We
friends
asked
and
the same
stuff.
question. Yeah.
Did you really?
No, we were joking around. We thought it was for everybody there was older. You
No, I thought it was like for like, maybe got in trouble with,
like sex offenders.
yeah.
Go
So,
online.
I don't know, because there's weird ones hanging out up there. I don't know, they're not really weird, it's just like, I wouldn't let them watch my kids.
I got you.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be like, what you think stranger danger is, that's what you
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
think sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not, the real stranger dangers ain't what you think they are, they're actually the good looking people that's real friendly. You know, it's not the opposite of that, but how people, like, judge other people.
Yeah, anything else that we haven't talked about yet or brought up? I mean,
Should I come in, like, this morning when I found out and talk to y'all?
It wouldn't
Cause-
hurt,
it wouldn't
Because I
hurt.
didn't like,
but,
I didn't know if y'all was like running around trying to find out stuff,
well,
and I was
Well, obviously,
we
like,
definitely want to talk to everyone who saw him
last night.
last night.
because you're a piece of this
Because I'm like
puzzle.
the last one that was there, and like, that's why we last cigarette with him, you know, maybe, I don't think, whoever, because it wasn't long after I left. Because I didn't even know it was 3 a.m., because that's why I was asking her how long, like, when it happened, because then I found out it was before 3 a.m., and I'm like, that's just right after I left.
What'd you say, 3 a.m.?
Because that's what it said in the newspaper, or that little, thing.
Post.
Yeah, that's what it said. And going from 11 hours, 11 News said before 3 too. So I was like, crap. You know, like I'm glad I wasn't there, obviously, because they might you did it to me too, or whatever. But I never seen black people hanging out over there.
Okay.
Here's my card if you think of anything else.
Because it was just really kind of, he says, you know, I ain't dead yet. You know, like, looking at it, I read it. And it just went around. You know.
Okay.
Only other good thing if he died on his birthday or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't think people do that. It's,
All right, well, if there's anything more you can think of, holler back at us, okay? We want to hear it from you first,
yeah,
not from somebody else, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I really don't know.
I got you.
I've been thinking about it all day.
We'll let you get out of here so you guys can find a room, okay? I know the clock's ticking, so we'll get you out of here, all right?
They're so expensive.
Yeah, everything's getting expensive.
So like, what did it have to happen before y'all like open up investigation? Just like, I don't know. My mom died last year. They didn't get like investigated, and I feel like it should have been investigated, but it didn't. So I didn't know what constitutes. Y'all think that?
What do you mean you investigated?
Because my mom's body didn't have any ovaries when she went to the crime lab. She had an autopsy, and there was no ovaries, and my mom didn't have a hysterectomy. So I just want.
There's a lot of stuff to this, okay?
Right.
There's a lot
Okay.
of stuff to this.
Okay.
We are one piece of many, many, many things in this, okay?
Okay.
And these take a lot of work. All right, so to get out,
Sarah's interview helped detectives tighten Kenneth Townsend's final hours. She had actually been inside apartment number 7 that night. She described things as quiet. Kenneth appeared to be settling down. Nothing about that visit suggested that only a short time later, his apartment would become the center of a homicide investigation. By this point, detectives had already learned that Kenneth's life came with a lot of moving parts. Drug activity had surfaced repeatedly in conversations about the people around him. When Kenneth was shot, he banged against the wall for his brother Rodney. Rodney heard the gunfire. Then he heard Kenneth calling for help. Jack Wright heard the chaos too. Jack told detectives he made his way toward Kenneth's apartment and came face to face with a hooded stranger. According to Jack, that person attacked him with a bicycle wheel. A struggle followed. Jack went down, and the stranger disappeared. Then there was Ronald Stewart. Only a day earlier, Ronald and Kenneth had been involved in a heated argument over a motorcycle. Ronald denied having anything to do with the shooting. Still, detectives had to examine every person who had recently crossed paths with Kenneth. Lisa Long brought another layer. She came in worried about a strange Facebook message from an unknown man. But detectives seemed more interested in learning about Kenneth's lifestyle and the people around him. That brought Jennifer Lenore back into focus. Jennifer was the same woman whose purse and shoes had already been mentioned earlier in the investigation. Then detectives began going through Kenneth's phone. That led them to Amanda Griggs. Kenneth had been communicating with Amanda through Facebook Messenger shortly before his death. Some of those messages had been deleted. Amanda helped detectives tighten Kenneth's final timeline, but she also gave them something else. When investigators showed Amanda a photograph of Stephanie Merrill, Amanda recognized her. She said she had seen Stephanie around Kenneth before. That mattered, because detectives already had another story from Stephanie. Stephanie told investigators that another vehicle had followed her through Dalton, turn after turn. It stayed behind her. And when detectives began checking surveillance cameras along the route she described, they found it. Stephanie's black SUV, and behind it, a gray car. But there was still one major part of Stephanie's story viewers had not heard. What happened before that car ever started following her? Because before the chase, before the surveillance, and before Kenneth Townsend was shot, something happened at an apartment complex on the other side of Dalton. Something involving Stephanie, another vehicle, a confrontation, and a shattered rear window. And what happened at that apartment complex, miles away from Kenneth's home, would set something in motion. Stephanie would leave that complex with another vehicle right behind her. What started as a strange confrontation would turn into a chase across Dalton, and before the night was over, that trouble would follow Stephanie all the way to Kenneth Townsend's doorstep. Camera off.